Yo, what's good with y'all, man? What's good with oh shoot? What's good with everyone? Indeed. Welcome to some more shenanigans. What's up with everybody? Welcome. I'm gonna give everybody a chance to get in here before I immediately get started. I have a rough idea for the page that I want to do today. What's up with everyone? Welcome. Indeed. Let me know who's in here, man. What's up with everybody? What do y'all think this first page is gonna be themed around, man? I'm gonna be honest, I haven't done a theme like this in what feels like forever. I feel like I've danced around this one for a little while, but I have a certain subject that I want to do. Let me know what y'all think it's gonna be. I'm curious, man. Let me know what everybody thinks. I'm gonna give everybody a chance to get in here. I'm gonna give everyone a chance to join up. What's up with everyone? Welcome. Indeed. Let me know what y'all thinking, man. Welcome, indeed, indubitably. This one's gonna be straightforward. You think it's gonna be a cat? I've seen that request a lot, but I'll go ahead and tell you now, that's not really what I was going for this first page. It'll make a lot more sense the further into the night that I go. But yeah, man, that's not a bad guess. I'll give it to you. It's not a bad guess at all. I've had some of the wildlife that I've been thinking that I've kind of like danced around. I have like a list. I have some things that I've made, some things that I haven't made. I will tell you this though, as like time goes on, as we get close to the fall, there's a nice amount of things that I want to draw up and get made. I want to go like full on fall season. So if you're interested in the fall and just holiday stuff in general, I'm gonna really like pick back up my horror themes that I was doing this last Halloween. I get asked a lot of questions about different slashers, different movies. I doubt I'm gonna do any of that stuff right now. But as we get close to the Halloween, when the leaves start to fall and the seasons change, we at like the tail end of the summer now. But yeah, man, that's where I've been. That's what I've been thinking. I'm not 100%. I haven't decided who I'm gonna do yet. I have an idea for this page though. This page is already, like I said, I'm pretty certain for what I'm gonna do here. I have like a pretty set in stone idea. What's up with everyone though, man? As I was saying before, welcome if you're new. Welcome if you're not new. Indeed. What's good with everyone? Y'all gotta let me know. What do y'all think this page is gonna be? Just out of curiosity. I sat up the other day and I edited up like a bunch of my time lapses and stuff. I edited up a lot of time lapses. I did like some of the voiceovers over my lapses. I have a hard time using my right side of drawing, let alone using both. Well, I think that it's like kind of like with the process of drawing in general, man. You learn the more that you do. That's been my cheat code. Indeed. Have you ever done Ziggy? I don't know who Ziggy is, bro. I'm gonna be honest. A snake. You think it's a snake? The comic? Yeah, no. I don't even know who that is. But anyways, I've done a lot of different themes. I've done a lot of different characters. I try to kind of keep these vast. I don't really like to just overly get caught up in like one zone, one specific category. I'm always changing. I'm always moving the kind of things that I'll draw. If you think it's a woman, maybe. You gotta let me know what you see. Let me know what you see. Let me know what you guess. What do you think is gonna be next on the page? What do you think the whole theme is gonna be in general? Let me know what y'all thinking down below. Let me know. But as I was saying before, I sat there and like I had like hours and hours of footage. I turned most of it into time lapses. Maybe not everything, but a nice amount of it I definitely did get put up. I uploaded like a lot of stuff. You said a jellyfish. Her hair. You said her head is down and you're drawing in her hair. You said a what? You think it's a whale? I'm seeing a lot of different ideas coming up in the chat, man. What are y'all thinking? What is everybody seeing? What do you see? Mario hat. You think it's an orca? You think it's a killer whale? Maybe you think it's a whale or it's an orca. I don't know, man. You gotta let me know. I'm seeing a lot of different ideas, a lot of different things coming up. Let me know what you're thinking. What do you see? What do you think the page is gonna be? What do you see? Where do you think the page is gonna go? It's pretty cool. Killer whale. Yeah, I'm about to say I'm seeing a lot of that. You gotta let me know. I'm trying to like see what do y'all think this whole one is gonna be grounded around, man. I drew up a couple of pages for Spider-Man too. That was a few weeks back. Those time lapses have been up for a little minute. You said an orca is a dolphin. You think it's a dolphin or a turtle? You gotta let me know, man. Let me know. What do you see? What do you think this one is going to be? Nah, man, it's so funny because there are certain features that I'm kind of I've been trying to dance around because the moment that you see the certain features, it's like you see it clearly as to what it is. It's Saitama. No, but I've gotten that request a lot. This one isn't quite Saitama. I've had that's came up a lot here, more often than you would think. I've had a lot of people ask me to do Saitama. He's a cool character. I'll be trying to find people that I'm like somewhat interested in. I've done a lot of Gokus. Saitama is definitely not Goku. Goku, he got momentum. He said someone in the abstract killer whale orca. Stitch. You think it's Stitch? Maybe. It's dude from Blackfish. You gotta let me know what you see. Yeah, man. I'm not definitely not about to make it easy. It can't be too easy, man. Too straightforward. The moment that you see a jackal, that's like some kind of like I thought jackals they're like hyenas or something. Or coyotes. That isn't really what's going on here, man. That's a good guess. But nah. Jaws. It's Naruto versus Saitama. Nah. I see the vision though, but nah. I was considering revisiting an old idea. I've drawn a lot of Naruto characters. Maybe not so much recently, but I had this older page that I made, and it's still one of my favorites. It's an older one that I drew of Nagato. I drew him, and it was a close up of his face, and then there was this little whatever that is, little bug. It said Free Willy, a bird. He said it's a bird, a turtle. I did this one page, and it was a bunch of different pictures of Nagato. Basically, I drew in his summon. I drew in his human form too. Whenever he wasn't even the puppets. Like I've done a lot of pictures for Nagato. Yo, thank you for the dual pins that go popular and super popular too. I appreciate it all, Fit. Indeed. Yeah, man, I had that page with the Naruto theme. I've done a lot of the Naruto characters. Let me rephrase it. I've done a lot of. I feel like I've low key done more of the side characters than I actually have for the main lineup of people. You know what I mean? Which one night next you was able to copy you easy. That's what's up too. Could it be a dog? Maybe. Yo, thank you for the 8 go populars too. I appreciate it, Fit. You said I'm back. Yo, what's up, man? Maybe it is a dog, bro. Let me know what you see. Indeed. A caterpillar. And how did you learn this? I learned this more through trial and error, man. I picked it up. The more that you draw, the more that you learn. Is it an orangutan? No, this one isn't really gonna be grounded around the rainforest. I've done stuff like that before though, but it's not really what I was looking to do here. Yo, thank you for the heart me too, Beck. I appreciate it. You think it's a whale? Maybe. Let me know what you see. Maybe bro's a whale. Like I said, I can't tell you, not yet. He ain't ready. Y'all not ready, man. I gotta see who's locked in. Who's really focused? I gotta see who's really focused. You said, is it a land mammal? Is it a killer whale? Maybe. You gotta let me know, what do you see? Don't be trying to consult with the chat either, bro. No cheating shenanigans. I'm trying to gauge what the chat is on today, man. What are y'all thinking? Where is everybody's mind at? Arby's, it's a lion. Maybe. You said it's Arby's? No, not quite. You think it's a fish? Nah, not quite. I see the vision though. I see the vision indeed. I'm gonna finish up this page. I had something else I wanted to do, and I'm gonna see where it goes. I'm gonna see where the page goes. Let me know. What technique are you doing right now? The most. I had to go train in the mountains, bro. I had to go train with Master Oogway. You think it's a mermaid? Something like that. Yeah, I had to go train with Master Oogway and Sensei Wu, man. It had to be done. I had to learn the special techniques. Had to train. All the methods, bro. All the methods, indeed. Stuff had to be learned. Now, I had something else I wanted to add to this page. I've drawn this kind of animal before. I won't say what this one is, not yet. But once I get done with this one down here, it'll all make sense. Just think water. That's the only hint that I'll give right now. Some water, man. But anything else, we pushing it, man. You know, we're pushing it. We're pushing it. I gotta know what y'all thinking. Where is everybody's attention going here? What is everybody thinking? I don't really know if I'm gonna kind of open this one up to where it's more chat directed, but I still want to know where y'all's. What are y'all thinking? You think it's a fish? Maybe, man. Maybe. Let me know. What do you see? What do you think this one is gonna be? He's not admitting this an orca. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not, bruh. You got to think, man. I really took it to heart when I was watching that Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie, bruh. Y'all can't know about the. He says a scene from Willie Free. Just lines, maybe, bro. It's not an orca. You don't think it's an orca? It maybe, maybe, man. You gotta let me know what you see. What do you see? What do you think the page is gonna be? I gotta know what everybody's thinking. I gotta know what y'all feeling with this one. Cause if I make it too obvious, too clear, I gotta keep it to where y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all won't be able to guess the next one. It's an orca, bro. Nah, it's a turtle. It's a turtle. I see Sid the Sloth. Sid the Sloth is not. I see the vision, man. I see the vision. Low key. I got something on my desk. Came out. Some kind of little creature, bro. Gotta get this man like that. Yo. So here, Ultra Insta. Yo. All right. Anyways, you said you think it's a hammerhead, a Kyogre. Kyogre is crazy, but Kyogre ain't really that off for what I normally do. You see a hammerhead. You say UFO, me? Not quite. It's an orca in a spaceship. Maybe. You said an orca in a... You think it's a UFO? I haven't really done like an alien page recently or anything in that lane. I've done stuff like that before though. I've done the craziest thing I probably have drawn. I found this picture. It was like some kind of depiction of Mothman, man. I drew a Mothman like the stories from the mountain ranges. I believe it's from Appalachia. The stories with Mothman. Dude's literally a humanoid moth creature, bro. Yo, what's up, too, Kiki? Motorcycle. I've done that before, though. I've done motorcycles and cars and a lot of different things. I've done a lot of different things. Orca. You think it's an orca in a spaceship? Maybe. You got to let me know what you see. What do you see? What do you think the page is going to be? I'm not really going to press down that hard. I'm gonna put a lot of focus into just getting them shaped out to where you can still kind of see what bro is, you know? You can really see what this man is without taking away too much from his actual design. How you know you had the skill? Do some flags. No. Hammerhead. Maybe. And I picked up on this. You got to just draw. It's a butterfly. It's a hammerhead shark and an orca. You got to let me know. Let me know. I think that the coolest part about these is getting their dimensions down, like making them look more 3D. Like if you can manage to figure out the way that their shapes need to be, it makes these a lot more satisfying. It makes the page just seem more alive. I haven't done any full sceneries, but I try to go about these in a way to where they seem a little bit more alive, man. You know, you want the page to seem as alive as possible. You think it's a shark? Maybe. I done seen sharks, boats, turtles. I done seen it all, bro. I've seen a lot of stuff in the chat, a lot of different ideas. Just a lot of different ideas. Let me know what everybody's thinking, though. What are y'all thinking? Sailboat and a sunfish. I won't say no, but I won't say yes either. I'm gonna you gotta just stay in the gray area, bro. Indeed. I'm trying to be a lot more intentional with the way that the lines come together on this one, though. You know, you can see the depth of the page. Funnily enough, I actually bought myself some more pens earlier. Like I stocked up. I wasn't really low, but I never wanted to come to a point again. I had like certain times where I got really, really low because I haven't really drawn as much as I normally would recently. Ecuador. No. Appreciate you actually reading the chat and be doing your thing. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it makes these feel a little bit more alive, like the drawing sessions. I stocked up on some more pens, though, so there's going to be a lot more coming. I got a lot more blues, too. Shoes. Nah, definitely not shoes. I don't know if I see the vision, bro, but you know what? You keep doing you, man. You do you, man. Indubitably, indeed. Whatever boats you float. Shoes. Hammerhead for sure. You think you really standing on the hammerhead, aren't you? Or all of y'all. It isn't just one. It's John Cena. Nah. Not quite John Cena. That's an interesting one. I don't think I've seen that one. Not today, at least. It's most definitely a hammerhead. I'm not going to confirm or deny, not yet, man. But tell me what you see. Not yet. Yeah, with this one, I'm trying to just really watch bro shaping. He's literally he's a creature, man. A creature of the sea. Saludos. Yo, what's up, David? You said it's Goofy Disney. Nah, I've drawn them before though. I've done some Disney people before. I had this one page, man. It was a lot more themed around. It was the center of the page was Mickey Mouse, but I drew some of the side people on the page too. Said so impressed. Thank you. I had like the whole theme, the whole vibe was the Mickey Mouse people. I think, man, I had Goofy on there. I drew Minnie, and I drew in their dog too, Pluto. That's what his name is. I see an amazing artist drawing. Thank you. You said, oh, is it a hammerhead? You think it's a hammerhead still? Yeah, you gotta let me know what you see. Let me know what you see. You gotta let me know. What do you think this one is going to be? Fresh tuna. Nah, tuna's crazy. But I will go ahead and say though that I wanted for this page to be a lot more themed around ocean life, man. You know, the outdoors, the oceans in the water or something. Maybe not like one specific region. I've done these where they were a lot more regional. I wanted to even, well, I won't say it just yet. You said it's a fish, a catfish. Nah, but that's a cool idea though. Okay, here's for the people that still don't know. This is definitely a hammerhead. And then this one is indeed an orca. I don't believe they would exist in the same water, but I just want for this one to be more ocean themed. It's less region limited. I just stuff that you think they might live in the ocean or be in the deep water. You said nah, man. I gotta let people know, man. They might not have been as tapped in, man. You gotta let me know. You gotta let me know what you see, bro. Godzilla, definitely not. I can't even. Nah. See, I was trying to think of the best way to go about responding to that, man. But no. No. I'm afraid not. Scribble style tough, thank you. I'm afraid not, man. I'm afraid not. I thought it was an orca in a spaceship. If you ever created a comic book or animated series, I'm definitely on board. Your art style is sick. Thank you, man. Maybe one day. I've been kind of keeping these to where they're more centered in my actual notebook. I like the feel of being able to, whenever I open up, like my books are in front of me, you know. Going digital is cool too. But whenever I get on here and I draw at night, it's like everything that I make is still in my hands. It's less reliant on a platform or something updating. Thought you were drawing a hand in the second one. Oh, you talking about this one down here? No, this one isn't quite a hand. But I like the feel of whenever I make stuff on here. It's in my hands. Yeah, it's in your hands still whenever you draw digitally. But it's pen and paper. It's literally in front of me. Gotta go, but you got. Hey, I appreciate it too, man. Take it easy. Take it easy for suitably, indeed. But yeah, man, with these, everything that I do on the page is literally, it's my own. Even if something updates or something goes wrong, I still have my papers. I have like a lot of my collection that's on my bookshelf. I get a lot of questions about it. I don't know if I've been able to respond to everything or every single question, but a lot of it lives on my bookshelf. Whenever I get off here at nighttime, whenever I fill up my books, at least I'll put a lot of my stuff over there. That way, it's not like gone forever, you know. It still kind of has its own space. I might not take a lot of it off of my bookshelf that much, but it's kind of like my own collection, just gradually building over time. Everything that gets made, whether it be ocean themes or, I mean, it'd be a lot of different themes that I do. A lot of stuff that I'll make. How old were you when you discovered this talent of yours? I have always been drawing forever, for pretty much as long as I've been alive. I'm 21 now. I've had seasons though where I picked it up and I slowed down. I drew a lot more growing up with my right hand though. I spent like way more time with my right than my left. And you want like for it to give you like an age time frame though. I really didn't start drawing this way till I was like 19 turning 20. I'm 21 now, so it hasn't been that long, but it's been long enough. Are you drawing a seahorse? Something like that, but no, I won't even lie to you. I was 19 turning 20 though when I first started really trying to just grasp the shapes with the pens and messing around a lot more with what was in front of me with these. I wasn't really that old, but I've had like a lot of seasons where I would start and I'll stop and I'll draw and I would stop again. This is probably the most consistent I've been in a very long time. But I feel like I've learned a lot in my consistency. Consistency goes a long way, even if you're just doing a page a day. I try to be more consistent with it though. You mess around and you learn a lot more than what you would even think you would. Yo, I see. Thank you for the roses too, man. I don't know how to say your name, bro, but I see you indubitably. Indeed. Thank you. Said it's a shrimp. No, it looks like a shrimp though, but that isn't really what I was going for here. I didn't really like the direction I was trying to take. It wasn't really the direction that I was looking to take. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, it helps. It helps for sure. It helps. French croissant. Nah. Just call me Jimmy. Not my real name, but yeah, just Jimmy. I got you. Indubitably, man. I appreciate it, Jimmy. I'm about to say, bro, I seen your name was like a different language. It's a few of you all that be coming in like really supporting. I appreciate it. I just don't be know how to like, you know what I mean? I recognize that it says something though. You know what I mean? Indeed. Man of war. Maybe. Yo, thank you for the 2 donuts too, Jimmy. Indubitably, indeed. But yeah, man, I see the vision. Man of war though. Yeah, I can't confirm it or not yet. Krabs. Nah, this ain't Mr. Krabs, man. Eugene Krabs. That's what we doing. Eugene. It's crazy. Calling that man by his government name. We don't gotta get too federal though. Jellyfish. Hey, maybe. You gotta let me know. Let me know, what do you see? What do you think this page is going to be? You gotta let me know. Do you go to art school or is it something that you do as a hobby? No, I'm not really enrolled in like a professional institution or anything like that. I kind of be drawn more for the love of the game. A jellyfish. Maybe. But no, I'm not like traditionally trained or anything like that, if that's what you mean. It's kind of what I learned to do more through my own experimenting. And I have a lot of different themes that I'll do. It'll be some nights where I might draw wildlife, man. I might draw cars, bro. Just gotta find that middle ground. Sometimes I might not even draw stuff that's really as structured. I make a lot of my omnilinear abstract art sometimes too. Troll, no. When you say troll, my mind immediately goes to a game called Skyrim, but that's kind of like a whole different vibe than what's going on here. That isn't really what I was really trying to pull off on this one, you know. Bob Ross? No. Toad? Maybe. Do you have certain pens that are your favorites? Yes. I'm particular about the ones that I use, but it's less about the pens, bro. It's more about using whatever you have. I have, on my right hand, I use a red big pen, and then on my left, it is a Papermate 1.0 Right Bro pen. It's like it's a standard Papermate. It's very office. It's like an office pen kind of stuff. Skyrim is so heat. I do agree with you. Do you have autism? No. One with an afro? Maybe. Strawberry shortcake? Maybe. But yeah, man, you learn the more that you do. But yo, back to the original comment though. I agree, bro. Skyrim is heat. That was always like one of my go-to games growing up. You kind of pick it up at whatever time. Like it never gets old. I think that I'll tell you what I did with Skyrim. I think that I went too deep into it though. Like I watched like a lot of lore videos, and whenever you watch all those lore videos, it kind of like ruins. It ruins like the fun, the joy of being able to just explore. I wouldn't recommend watching like a lot of the lore videos and stuff, man. Parachute shark. I see why I think that it's like a parachute or something, but it'll make more sense once I draw more tendrils on it and stuff. It's a big game too. There is a lot to do, and there's a lot of corners that I still haven't went to. I started playing probably like over 10 years ago, bro. Skyrim came out in what, like 2011? I think I started playing in like 2016, 2015, something like that. I was like a little kid. I still really like love it though. I think back like watching my uncle play through it and stuff. I didn't play the original edition. It was more like the one that came afterwards. They made like remasters of it on the later consoles, like the Xbox One. A Kid Standing. How did you start this style of drawing? You learn more through doing this. And yo, somebody asked me. I didn't get to respond, but it was kind of sitting in the back of my mind. This isn't off of like my mind. I'm looking at a reference picture for these. All these animals, I was like looking at references. It was less off of the dome. Yo, what's up, 2 Boy? What's good, man? Yeah, Master Uguay. Yeah, bro, I was training. You got to train. Master Uguay and the Greybeards. And Sensei Wu, bro. And a little bit of, you got to get a little bit of training with Master Roshi, too. All the teachers, all the sensei, that's what we doing. All good, bro? Indubitably. Is that a hot dog? Nah, definitely not a hot dog, man. Will not be partaking in drawing glizzies. You said your dad started me on it. He likes to come over and play Skyrim on my console. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's one of those games where it's like you can kind of sink into it. It's like to me, I think of it as more of like a wintry game. Like every now and again, when winter comes around, when it gets cold outside, I can really sit down and by then I've kind of forgotten a lot of what's went down in it. You know, you do like a lot. You kind of, it's one of those games you can pick up though. It'll never get old. I think it's one of a kind. But I will say this though, this isn't an ad for one, but it's not for everyone. Not everybody likes the kind of slow paced game that Skyrim even is, and it isn't even slow. It's just kind of getting through the parts that aren't as like it goes against what gaming has become now. It's a different kind of vibe for sure. You said sharks and jellyfish. It's my favorite sea creature. Y'all think it's jellyfish still? But I don't have too much. I've had people recommend to me Oblivion. Funnily enough, I ended up buying Oblivion on my computer a couple years ago and on my Xbox too. But I didn't really sink into it the way that I would for say like a Skyrim or something. You gotta take the time to really just play. And with games like those, I never wanted to feel like I was like rushing. You can't really rush through them. You gotta really actually play to appreciate what's going on because you won't even catch most of the stuff. I never got into Oblivion. I played I know you say you never got into it, but like another one I did get into. I played a nice amount of it. Was New Vegas. It was Fallout New Vegas. That was another one that I sunk into pretty. It was a lot that I played, bro. New Vegas and a little bit of 3. I beat New Vegas, but I didn't beat 3. 3 was cool though. I don't know if it was my favorite because I started with 4. 4 was like the first Fallout that I played. And instead of going forward, I kind of went backwards with it. It was still a cool experience though. You said you getting both the angles. You said it's most likely a jellyfish. Maybe. Love the Fallout games. For Indubitably, man. They go hard. But you gotta like be in the space to play them though. Like if I know I don't have the time to play them, I won't play them. Because like I said, I never wanna be like I feel like I'm rushing through or something. Because you're not getting you're not really getting the full experience with it. There's somebody draw like that before, so yo, thank you too, man. I see Sonic like a jellyfish is really cool. I like games like that though, man. I do. I mean, it was like one of my favorites as a kid. Indubitably indeed, man. Indubitably indeed. I don't know if I've had too many games now where I'm like, I really just sunk into them. The most recent one that I probably got into a lot. I mean, I mentioned Minecraft a lot here for sure, but Minecraft is less recent. That's definitely some time behind it. I probably played a lot of Fortnite when it came out too. And my favorite is probably the third one. You're talking about 3. And how do you find you were good at this? You gotta just keep drawing. Do you use image references when doing this? Yes. I'm not like going off of the intuition. I'm going off of like reference pictures. I had a lot of pictures pulled up. And I would just sketch it as I seen it. And I've been drawing this way since roughly like 2024-ish. It's been a long time, but it hasn't been that long. It's been long enough. Have you ever played any of the Elden Ring games? No. I made it a point to actually... I avoided the Elden Ring games because I said that I wanted to experience them. I was like, I'm gonna play them, but I don't want to know anything going into them. I've been trying to be more intentional with stuff like that. Like if I play it more on my own time and like less of like I'm playing it because I feel like I have to. You know what I'm saying? When I come around to it, I probably will. But I want that fresh experience. I don't want to feel like I know every last piece of information going into it because to me, it's not that ruins Skyrim for me, but watching them lore videos, it takes away the joy of figuring out stuff on your own. You can't really just. If you know all the lore, man, it just takes away the incentive. Like you're less incentivized. Are you lefty and right? I'm more of a right-handed person overall. But I could use the two. It depends on what I'm doing. It depends on what I'm doing. But yeah, if you have the attention span for it, I will 100% recommend Skyrim because there aren't really any other games that are even like Skyrim to this day. There have been things that have tried to copy it and replicate its formula, but sometimes the original is just, the original is the original. The imitation is tough, but it isn't. It don't got the same love, the same passion. I'm kind of like when somebody, yeah, exactly. When somebody spoils a movie, exactly. I had for example, I'm not gonna spoil the Spider-Man movie, so people don't like start flinching and twitching and start like insta scroll. Like, wait a minute, yo. People was doing that though, man. I find myself kind of like just lurking on the different platforms. People be trying to, in really, really sly ways, they'll spoil the movies. I had to like slow down with my scrolling because people kept spoiling it, and they would spoil it in a way to where I didn't even recognize I was reading a spoiler until I was already like 90% through the novel that I was reading, bro. People be posting novels, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just trying to lurk in peace, and people spoiling the whole film. Like I have to see this movie now. I ruined Elden Ring for myself because I watched. Yeah, you can't, man. You can't watch tutorials, bro. You just gotta give yourself time to forget. And you play through it as. I haven't watched anything with Elden Ring though. I played a little bit of Dark Souls. I didn't beat Dark Souls, but I beat Skyrim. Dark Souls is a beast too, low key. That's a little bit older. Yeah, for sure. Hammerhead. You said Hammerhead Shark on. You said it's a sawfish on the bottom left, maybe. I want the experience for myself. I mean, you could like watch somebody. I would tell you some games I'll kind of like I'll choose to watch others play it over playing it myself. Like I like to watch somebody play through. It was Detroit Become Human. That was one. It was Detroit Become Human. I seen somebody play through that Last of Us game too. Like with story games, I'm okay, but with a game as open ended as something like how I imagine Elden Ring is, or even I want to experience it on my own. It's a lot of there's a lot of direction you could go in with it. There's a lot. I would rather not watch somebody else. It's backwards. It might kind of contradict what I just said, but some games I'm cool watching somebody else play, and other games I want to play it for myself. It's levels to it. I think I'm gonna like bring down his tendrils a little bit more, make his legs come down to whatever it may be. Love watching. My sister used to be ambidextrous. I miss watching her write and paint. Okay, so you kind of like seen it like on that side too. I don't really write as much this way, but it's cool though. It's cool. I think I'm gonna like bring the tendrils down some more. That way it really feels like you floating around in the deep sea. It's crazy to think SpongeBob was going around catching these with little nets, little DIY fishing nets. Like, bro, this right here, this got enough. This is dangerous. This is lethal. Yo, thank you for the heart me too, Sarah. Is there 2 or 1 Last of Us games? There are 2. There's 2 of those. There's 2. There's 1, and there's like another one where it builds off of it. I don't think people like the second one as much, but I know that Detroit, that it opened up my eyes to what I was missing out on as like a former Xbox enthusiast. I don't even dislike Xbox no more, bro, but you know how sometimes ignorance is bliss. Like, I only was as crazy about the Xbox because I didn't even know. Like, if you don't even know there's a whole other world out there besides the Xbox, bro, like, I was a diehard Xbox guy. But once I kind of got a feel for the PC life, and I did, like, not even like the craziest PC life, but like I got like a gaming laptop. This was a couple years ago. Once I got my hands on Steam, bro, you can't just go back to being, I mean, people do it, but it's a lot harder. Like, going back to being like an Xbox, bro. Like, that whole like paying to play online stuff and being restricted to the Xbox store, garbage. And this is coming from like, so I used to be a diehard Xbox guy too, but man, PC, it's a lot less restrictive. You have a lot more say over your games for now. I mean, that could easily change, but it's more you. It's more you than anything. It's more you. It's more you. But I like having the choice, even if I'm not like the most technical person when it comes to the files, and you know what I mean. Like, I'm not like designing crazy mods or nothing. But I like having that choice. If I want to, I can. I'm not restricted to weird paywalls and microtransactions. Like, I have this computer. I just want to be able to use it as it's intended. I mean, the Xbox is a computer too, not in the same way, but it's still what it's supposed to be. But anyways, there was another animal I wanted to put on here too. I wanted to add she can write forward and backwards both at the same time. Yeah, I'm about to say it's levels to it for sure. Forward and backwards. Polar bear. I shouldn't have spoiled it. How long have you done it like this? This is my first time seeing art this way. I've been on and off drawing this way, man, probably since like 2024. But I've had seasons where I've drawn a lot and I've slowed down. I try to keep at it. And you learn the more that you do. You learn the more that you do. There was something else I wanted to put onto this page. I got to see who was really listening, because I said it accidentally, but I'm not gonna repeat it. I said it by mistake. Y'all caught me slipping this time, but I won't make that rookie mistake again. But I've been on and off drawing this way since like 2024, man. But when I be saying I just wanna put it into perspective, because I had originally drawn a lot on and off for my whole life beforehand with my right hand. W. Michael Myers. It's a little bit out of season, but soon, man, soon. Soon as the leaves start changing again, bro, I'm gonna be back on that fall wave. I slowed way down when it came to the Halloween characters, though. I want to make the fall really feel like the fall. I slowed way down. You got to save them for whenever the time comes. It's neat. I check the page and it does seem like it's a, yeah, man. It's been a nice little minute. It's been a nice little minute. It hasn't been that long though. Not as long as you would think. But it's been a decent amount of time. But nowhere near as long as you would probably imagine with this. I gotta see who was locked in. I gotta see who was genuinely locked in on what was going on with the page, man. Like I said, I sat there and I revealed it by mistake what it was gonna be. But I'm hoping that y'all didn't catch that. I'm hoping. Gotta see what's focused. Genuinely focused. Yeah, y'all not gonna be able to guess what this next one is gonna be, man. It's a lot of shenanigans going on in the chat. A lot of shenanigans. A lot of speak about games. I try to make, sometimes with the designs, I try to get more loose with the lines. That way stuff seems like it's moving more than anything. Like it don't gotta be overly symmetrical as long as the main idea for the animal is there. That's more what I'm worried about with stuff like this. The main idea is there. You can still pick up on stuff the more that you do, the more that you draw. That's what I would say my main vision is with stuff like this. Is there a name for this style of drawing? Yes. This is somewhere in between scribbling and sketching, if that's what you mean. This is AI. No, this isn't AI. This isn't AI at all. A dog, you think it's a dog? Maybe, man, maybe. A dog is a good guess. The hint that I'll give though is think stuff that lives more in the ocean. It's not really as region locked. But no, this is not AI. So I guess it's a cool guess. You think it's a polar bear? A polar bear ain't a bad guess. Maybe. It looks like a turtle. Maybe. Maybe. You gotta let me know what you see, bro. Let me know. A jellyfish. Man, if you don't draw it, stop playing. Nah. I gotta take my time with this, man. If I sketch it up too fast, it takes away the joy. It's the journey, bro. It's the journey. Not the destination. It's the journey, man. How did you learn to do this? A hermit crab. It's an alien. Definitely not an alien. It's a creature, man. A creature of the deep sea. Or not the deep sea, but the sea in general. Think like ice or something. Ice caps. Snow. It's definitely a jelly. You think it's a jellyfish? You think, or an astronaut? How did you learn these crazy skills? Man, I just wanted to draw, man. That really was what it came down to. I just wanted to draw, and you learn the more that you do. That's the cheat code. I just wanted to draw, and I've like in my seasons of picking it up and slowing back down, I just wanted to make stuff, man. I try to draw a little bit of something every day, even if it's just something that's more low key. But I really enjoy making these pages that just seem more alive. I'm seeing a lot of things going around. You seeing a seal? I'm seeing a seal, a polar bear. I'm seeing many. It's the chat is all over the place, man. What are y'all saying? Where are we going? Where are we going? What was the last one that people kept saying it was Sonic? I couldn't even finish the live. It's a secret. Salutations, yo. What's up? What's up, guard? Octopus for sure. Maybe. You gotta let me know what you see, bro. You gotta let me know. A squirrel face. Yeah, it's definitely a squirrel. Is crazy. My bro's definitely not a squirrel, but I'm gonna let it slide, man. I'm gonna let it slide. Once you see it, bro, this squirrel is crazy. This is more of like an apex predator, but you know, he's not done. So I see the vision. I'll let the vision do what the vision's gonna do. Is that a dog? No, man. I haven't really done any dog pages recently. He's not really a dog at all. He's a little bit more his sense of smell is, I think, stronger than a dog's actually. A bear, an anglerfish, it's a beaver. A beaver. I don't really know if I would categorize a beaver as an apex predator, but definitely not. I see the vision though. I see the vision. You talking about the roundness of his face. This is not a beaver though. A T-Rex, a bear. Maybe a monitor lizard. I don't think that I immediately recall what that is, but no. I've done lizards and I've done chameleons and iguanas and stuff before, but Not really, not yet. An otter. You gotta let me know what you see. What do you see? What do you think this page is gonna be? Is it a dog? No. Close, I guess, but nah. Definitely a bear. Slot from Ice Age. He might be a little something. He might be a little something indeed. I'm trying not to press down too hard for his fur. I'm trying to give y'all little hints, man. I'm trying to give y'all little hints. He's not quite like a grizzly. He's not quite like a grizzly. He be floating. He be on ice caps and swimming in the sea, bro. That's the only hint that I'll give. Anything else is kind of up in the. I'm leaving it all up in the air, man. I can't tell y'all too much. Polar bear, maybe koala. Nah. I'm afraid not. A sea turtle. Had to think about it. I'm like, wait a minute. Is this man a sea turtle? I'm leaning more towards no. It's a polar bear? Maybe. I want to make his face seem more layered. He's definitely not like a grizzly. My lunch for tomorrow. Nah, you about to be dude's lunch for tomorrow. You're not eating this, man. You know that what's crazy is these actually hunt people. They're one of the few animals that quite literally will seek people out. They can smell you from miles and miles out before you're even aware of their presence. You about to be dude's dinner. Your lunch to this man. You're cooked. They literally hunt humans. I be seeing them videos of them dudes be on the National Geographic getaways. It was this dude and he was in this little container and I think they live in the Antarctic or I get them mixed up. They're on the opposite sides of the earth though. But it was this scientist dude and he was inside this little container and there was one just trying to get into it was like trying to open up a can of Pringles or something. Like this dude, it was very adamant on eating this man. You said hippos be hunting people. I didn't know that hippos be doing that too, but I'm not surprised. I'm gonna tell you like what opened up my eyes to hippos, man. I seen this video and it was either crocodiles or it was caimans. And normally crocodiles, anytime you get into the water, they're gonna try to get you. But yo, it was like a family of hippos, and for the first time ever, I seen just crocodiles being docile. They're not docile at all, but you know how dangerous you got to be for a crocodile to look at you and be like, all right, maybe that's not worth the exchange. They be having big families too. So the poor, you said a hippo, it's one of the fastest and dangerous animals. Yeah, they're water horses, man. They're water horses. Raccoon. This is therapeutic, thank you. But they're built to destroy. But you have to be a crazy animal though for a crocodile to look at you and be like, all right, maybe let's not do that. Let's not do that, man. I love this. Yo, thank you, man. Polar bear. This one, hang on. I'm gonna add some more. I'm gonna add some more to bro's face. This one is a polar bear though. I didn't want to shade him in too much, but I didn't want him to look like a grizzly. I try to leave like white patches in his fur. And sea leopard for sure. And the original question though, how did you learn? I learned this more through trial and error, man. I picked up on this through trial and error. I said it first. Oh yeah, you guessed it. I can't prove it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who said it first, but I'll take your word. A rabbit? No, he's more of a he's a polar bear. I did a polar bear, an orca, a jellyfish, and down here I did like a hammerhead. It took me a second. I was like, wait a minute. He's not an otter though. I seen otters that I wanted this one's a lot more ocean themed. It's less regional. What other ideas y'all got, man? I won't say it. Ocean. Oh, I know one. He kind of looks like a koala. Yo, koala's got a crazy reputation here, man. I've done those too. Can you do a portrait? No, not right now, but maybe in the future sometime eventually. I normally don't do stuff like that. A squid, a sea turtle, a lion, or a deer. Hang on. Maybe I'll save a deer for like another page. This one's gonna be more ocean themed though. I want this one to stay grounded in the ocean. That's like my main. That's my main idea. I won't say too much, like I said. And a snake, do you ever sell these random sketches of all the different animals on a piece of paper? Yes. But a lot of them I do keep for my own collection too. It depends on what's going on though, man. It depends on what's going on. Sometimes I want to make stuff that's more for my own. But then other times I'm okay with the sales. All right, down here. Do an otter. Maybe. Maybe. You gotta trust the vision. You gotta let me know what do you think this one's gonna be. As per usual, I can't say too much. Is it a sea lion? Nah, definitely not. A sea lion. No. I've done like a lot of different animals before though. Octopus, a tortoise. Those, I think they live more on land. Tortoises they live more on the land. I think turtles, they're the ones that where they'll go in the water and they'll make their lives more grounded around it. There's one where it can't go into the water at all. A sea cucumber, walrus, leopard seal. Maybe leopard seal. I seen a suggestion that I liked. I'm gonna sketch it in. I think it'll be a good addition to the page. But I feel like it's too much, you know. I like for there to be like a lot of like variation between these. Not too much of the same. But my main thing here, I didn't want for it to seem like it was too much of the same. You don't want too much of the same at all. Octopus, a seahorse? Maybe. Gotta shape them bro's cranium. They go on land to lay eggs. I think turtles do. I don't even know enough about tortoises, bro. I just know that I think that they live a long time and then they'll hang on. And then yeah, they can like live like 200 years. I've seen videos people be like, yeah, man, I done had this tortoise for like, or maybe not that person like specifically, but they've been in connection with people that have had it hundreds of years ago. They kept taking care of it. Now I said it first. What do you think it is? A frog? What's the clicking sound in the background? That's the secret. A deer? A crab? You gotta let me know what you see, bro. You gotta let me know what you see. What do you think this page is gonna be? I can't sit there and I can't tell y'all too soon, man. Can't tell y'all too soon. That ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna fly. Takes away the joy, mystery, the vision. It's gotta come together. I see a frog, a shrimp, something like that, but no. Something like that, indeed. Genuinely, how do you draw like that, talking, reading the chat? I'm always kind of shifting around. Sometimes I'll be looking at the reference picture, and that's how I kind of bring these to life. I get a lot of questions. People be thinking that I'm like pulling from the intuition with these, but I'm looking at the reference as this is coming together. You said a body. Maybe. I'm always shifting my attention around though. A stingray. No, but a stingray could work. I wanna add some more animals to this page. Caterpillar. No. Once I add some more to bro, it'll make more sense. Y'all saying a squid now. A lobster. Definitely not a lobster. Like Larry. But no. Not quite. Calamari. That's like food, isn't it? I said squid. Maybe praying mantis. No, yo, it's so crazy. I seen a praying mantis the other day and it was huge. I don't think I've ever seen one that big in my life, but that was like a huge praying mantis. Normally you see them and they're all small. I've read somewhere that they can kill hummingbirds and stuff. I thought that was crazy. Could you imagine getting grabbed up by a leaf? You said a swordfish. I mean, just imagine you're just minding your business on what you thought was a tree and a leaf literally grabs you, bro. A leaf. A sentient leaf. That's what they look like. A sentient leaf. A turtle, a crab, a squid, a beetle. Nah, crazy. I was crazy once. What does that mean? Getting grabbed, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Literally. And they got the nerve to be kind of like, they're crazy. They'll break their own necks. Praying man, they're crazy as little bugs. Like what kind of survival strategy is that? That is a crazy. I don't even know what I be seeing anymore. When the chat is like this, is it a Humboldt? Maybe. Lobster, squid. Maybe. I gotta make his kind of tendril come down some more over here. I seen calamari is Italian for calamari. That's French. I don't know the English term, but like what is it though? Is it like food or is it? I've heard of the word before. I don't really know. You know, like I try to figure out like what does it mean? Where are we going? Octopus, prawn, squid. Yeah, let me know what you see. I was trying to get like the textbook. I'm trying to figure out like what is the root of the meaning? Like where are we going? No, hello? L, you said L. I got you. Calamari. Hello, indubitably, or not. And definitely a squid, jellyfish. Nah. The one up here is. Nah. No. My dog is coming through though. His little tendril, his leg. Next picture should be an old school diving helmet. Talking about like some diving. Calamari is cooked squid. That makes sense. That makes total. Y'all trying to cook, bro? It's crazy. If that's what he is. If. Only if. Only if. Let me... It's a kind of squid. I'm gonna draw some more of his legs now. Doormat. Nah. I think I'm gonna make his body more reddish over here on this side. Yes, it is. I gotta make sure I'm like getting his tendrils the right way. I'd be so paranoid now because I'm like afraid of stuff being AI. Is it just me or is the squid staring right into my soul? No, he definitely is. He sees you. Clearly, he's breaking the fourth wall like Deadpool or somebody. He got aimbot. He got a Sharingan equipped. Is this a real animal or some movie animal? Nah, this is a real animal. Like some stuff you might genuinely see outdoors. Tendrils, yeah. Tendrils. Love your drawings, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it. Indeed. Indubitably. Make this one seem more alive, more lively. King crab dinosaur. Nah. Not quite. Let me know where you think this one's gonna go. Let me know. Gotta get his tentacles down. Have you ever seen this creature or did it come to you in a dream? No, this is like a real thing though. This isn't like something from my imagination. Did it come to you in a dream? Nah, I won't say what he is, not yet, but this is a real animal. Like this isn't like something I spawned in like creative mode or something, bro. He said this is a squid, maybe. I definitely did spawn bro and myself. Octopus, maybe. This page is I think this page still misses something though. I seen like an old school diving helmet. Somebody suggested it. I don't know if I'm gonna add that here, but you know, I want to do something to where it feels true. The page still feels true to itself. Is it a small animal? This one I think is pretty big. He's not one of those giant ones though. He's not giant. Gotta make it to where I seen some of y'all say Kraken too. And stingray will be dope. A stingray might work. I want this one to still be grounded a lot in the ocean theme. I got a jellyfish up here. I did a polar bear or orca. This one right here, this one is a squid. I was kind of like dancing around it at first, but it's a squid for sure. Most definitely. Let me kind of make this more. I make it to where bro seems another land animal like a bear. I put a bear already. I don't want to put another bear. So I did get it right, maybe. Well, water theme, yeah. Anything I put on here, anything I add to this one, I want it to stay true to the ocean theme. Like I ain't trying. Like I don't want to do just any animal though. You know. I still think this one is missing something. I seen another animal come up. Let me get a good reference for it. Let me get a good reference for this next one. Like I was like looking for stuff. Yo, thank you too, Reese. I appreciate it. It says a starfish, a sea turtle. I thought about a sea turtle too. Let me see. This one isn't really. A lot of the times I'm more like strict on where I get the pictures from because it's kind of like I want this one to be in the Arctic or the Antarctic, but I just want this one to be ocean themed. That's like my main thing. This is we going National Geographic today. Let me know what y'all thinking. How did you know you can draw this way? Lots and lots of experimenting, and my main thing, I just wanted to make stuff. I kept at it till stuff started making sense. That is the cheat code. A penguin. A penguin, you say? That could work. That could work, maybe. Actually, I kind of like that idea a little bit more. Penguin. What kind of penguin? Just like a regular? I know that there's those ones that they have like special markings on their face. OMG orca. Yeah, I did put an orca on here. What kind of penguin? Oh, I found a cool picture. Draw water. Orcas are my favorite. Now I be feeling like orcas. They're really smart too. I read something up. I don't know who figured this out or how did they. I don't even know how they figured this out. But somebody was talking about how penguins aren't in the Arctic. I said the Arctic or the Antarctic. This one isn't really as limited, man. It's just ocean, the ocean theme. This one isn't really as restricted. Octopus. I want this one to just be ocean themed in general. Emperor. I found some kind of picture of one. The emperors, they're the ones with like their beaks. I feel like I've seen the videos where they'll kind of keep their little ones in between their feet before. I found a picture that I like. I don't know what kind of penguin this is, but I mess with the reference. Sometimes I like the pictures more than I do just with the background information. I just be hoping. I'm like, I gotta pray this isn't like some AI slop though, man. Some genuine AI garbage. I got like mild paranoia now with stuff like that. Like I don't find AI references, man. Unintentional. You said unintentional ASMR. You said Shin Godzilla. No. Somebody asked me about Godzilla though, but no, that isn't really what I was going for here. Not at all, man. Not at all. I gotta make sure like I'm not like accidentally pulling from some AI slop garbage. Somebody else was asking me about that. It's the character, the Tung Sahur character. The most brain rot AI slop that I probably drawn in my life. I drew. It was a dude named Tim Cheese. Nursery drawing, Triple T. Yeah, I think that's his federal name. But I drew a character named Tim Cheese. But that's like the furthest that I've gone with the AI slop stuff. I try to keep these more grounded in, whether it be like an anime character or nature, just stuff that I'm not really trying to be a slop channel. You know what I mean? I gotta have like some kind of baseline of interest in whatever it is I'm trying to do on here, at least. I gotta kind of keep stuff grounded, man. Tim Cheese, the GOAT. Yeah, bro, he's out here representing, man. He got representatives. Somebody asked me to draw him though one day, and I didn't really like. It surprised me that I actually drew him. Like I was kind of surprised myself that he ended up coming together. But I drew bro up. I drew him up. Do you be selling these? Yes. If you're interested in buying these, DM me. Indeed. This man looks terrifying. Like you just seeing his beak and his eyes. You gotta trust the vision though. You know how ink is from squid and paper is wood. Isn't you putting squid in wood? I mean, I don't know what you mean by that, but I guess. But like where are you going with that? Where are you going with that analogy? Because technically speaking, your phone is like made of cobalt. That can't, maybe not made of cobalt, but it has a battery in it that has cobalt. Like what is the point? Like where are we going? What is kind of drawing called? It's like Shin the Dark Spark, like the head. This one is a penguin. I'll tell you that for sure. I'm telling you as it is. Normally I kind of have y'all guess a little, but nah, man. What do you call this kind of drawing? This one is somewhere in between scribbling and sketching. To answer your immediate question, this one is it's a penguin. I didn't really catch what kind of penguin. I don't know what kind of penguin this is. They have like a cool little design though. If I figure out the name, I got you. Or the species. Yeah, man, yo. This better not be like some AI garbage. Let me see. Let me make this. I'm gonna sketch in bro's hair now. Once you see the vision, he said bro's eyeliner. Nah, this ain't bro's meat, no Lonnie. You should draw an animal with loads of mixed animal parts. I've gotten that before, but I'm not really that interested in it, man, as of right now. I've gotten that idea before. You trying to craft up a creature or something, bro? You trying to get me put into one of the facilities, bro? Is that what's going on? I'm seeing what's going on. Like you trying to, I feel like that's a setup or something. Yo, how you comprehend what to make next before even leading up to the drawing? I'll be looking at reference pictures for these. So thank you for the yards too, Echoes. Trying to get me put into one of them facilities, man. That's what I think. With that question or that request, I'm on to you, man. That's a setup question. We're not saying that you did say that, but I'm not saying. Bro, we know you're already in the facility drawing like Mike. Yo, all right. I don't know who Mike from Stranger Things is, but bro, something about that ain't too smooth, man. What you trying to say? Something ain't sounding too smooth, man. What do you suggest? What are you implying by that comment right there? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to get into with that? You ever watch Surf's Up? Barely. I feel like it's something I seen in passing on Cartoon Network or something, but I can't tell you like a play-by-play of the script or nothing, bro. But I feel like I'm familiar with it. And are these fish? Not only fish, but it's a lot of ocean life. It's a lot of ocean life, indeed. That's an owl. Oh, yeah, draw a seahorse. You said draw a seahorse. Maybe. I might put a seahorse on. I gotta see. Indubitably, indeed. Can you draw a Spider-Man? Of course, but not right now. I'm not really feeling bro in the moment. I made a couple of Spider-Man pages recently, though. If you're interested, I have like time lapses and stuff up. I have like a lot of Spider-Man time lapses up, man. More than you probably can believe. You say, hey, it's me. You said that was dude's name from Surf's Up, right? Cody. All right, Popcorn. Yeah, you're hearing it's figment of your imagination, bro. You gotta check your stat list. Have you ever made Star Wars drawings live? Yes, but it's been a long time. I'm not as familiar with Star Wars. I think that the most I've probably done on here is probably like Darth Vader or somebody. But it's been like a really, really long time. I won't even lie to you. It's been forever ago. Like when I was kind of first getting started. I might take it back though, man. I might take it back and do some more references, more pictures. I gotta just kind of tap in with somebody that's more tapped in with it because, like I said, I'm not as. I could talk a little bit about Marvel or say like Spider-Man or somebody, but I never got deep into Star Wars. And yo, thank you for the 2 rows too. I appreciate it, pretty. And Chewbacca, well, it was a giant water cows. I said the same. Yo, I said the same thing. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I said the same thing. They're literally giant water cows. Literally. 1. Giant water cows is crazy. All right, anyways. Do you like Game of Thrones? I'm even with stuff like that, like I have a rough idea of it. I feel like I've drawn like a dragon design from it, but I've not really super well tapped in the way that I would want to be in order to do a page. Like really be tapped in. Thank you for the finger art too, pretty. I appreciate that in the 4 roses, man. Is that water or something burning? Something like that. Something like that, indeed. Did I say the magic words? I don't know what you mean by that, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm like sketching the underside of bro's beak. This was just ocean themed. I want for there to be some separation between each of the sketches. A little bit. Oh, you said Abra. You talking about the Pokemon dude, or you just saying Abra in general? You saying like magic, or you talking about the Pokemon dude? It's crazy. They really made that man Alakazam. That's a whole generational. That's a generational design, bro. Alakazam and Pokemon in general. Here's everyone on here. I think I'm gonna go back to the sea turtle idea, maybe. And you said how long did it take you to learn this, or is it just saying autism power? Not like autistic or anything. I just wanted to draw. And I've been drawing this way since like 2024. Once I realized that I could, I just kept at it. Indeed. It was like a matter of whenever I would sit on here at night, I would be up late into the night drawing anyway, and I had somebody throw the idea out to me to just start filming the process a little bit more. because I would have days where it's like I would sit up and it would be late anyway. So it's like, why not, you know? I just really wanted to draw. I've had like streaks where I would draw a lot and I've slowed way down. This is probably the most consistent I've been in a long time. But I just build on it, man. I build on it and I build on it. I feel like it's one of those things where you get better the more that you do. You get better the more that you do, and as time goes on, you mess around. You could like grasp designs you might not have been able to understand at first. And that's kind of how I built a lot of my understanding. You can't stop. I feel like I've lost my understanding in the times that I've stopped. If you can figure out a way to just keep your momentum, that's the cheat code. To me, that is the cheat code. Kind of. This one's going to be kind of pushing it space-wise, but I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make this one work. I'm going to make this one work. This one's going to be kind of tricky because it's more on the corner of the page. They have, I believe this animal, they have beaks too, kind of like birds, but they're not quite birds. Yeah, this one might not, I might not have enough space for this one over here on this side. This one's gonna be pushing it. What made you decide to pick up the second pen? Well, it helped me conceptualize the shapes. I like the way that they look together too. That was part of it. Just making sense of the shapes. And it gave me like a way to center my attention. Like it's like everything that I made, it's still in front of me. But in doing it this way, it's like it's a lot more in front of me, basically. Anyways, now back to the. See, the only thing about this one now, it's gonna be kind of more of like a funny or awkward angle. It's still doable though. It's still doable. It's still doable. Indeed, indeed. Indubitably, indeed, indeed. Ever do one-line design? No, but I've been asked about it before, though. I've been asked about it. The most that I've done, if I've done anything like that before, I've done like some of my abstract drawing pages where it's a lot more free-flowing. It's not like this. This is abstract too, but it's a different kind of abstract. What I'm speaking on, at least. Like the vibe is way different. Sometimes I'll make my omnilinear pages, and other times I'll make stuff that's more grounded in nature. Indeed, indeed. I'm kind of like shaping it, because this one's more on the edge of the page. Maybe, I was thinking about maybe like adding an outline, but I don't think that I will. I think that I could just kind of like trust that everything will kind of be able to stand on its own, hopefully. Everything coming together on this page. Like the vision is there. Do you just switch colors purposefully or is it just random? No, I'm intentional with it. I want for there to be that illusion of depth. I want for these to feel alive more than anything. But I don't really be thinking like, all right, left pen, red pen, blue pen, red pen, blue. Like you get a feel for it the more that you do. You don't want to overthink it because the moment you overthink it, it doesn't make sense anymore, Just do. It don't even gotta be perfect either, bro. Like, I just want for there to be depth more than anything. I want for there to be depth with these. Like, it don't gotta be, just make it seem layered. Just make it seem layered. Just make it seem layered. And what are you doing right now? It's very nice. And this one is a sea turtle. It's kind of like a funny angle though. Like I said, I had to like make bro a little bit smaller because he's like right on the edge of the page, bro. I didn't have as much like space as I normally would. I had to like squeeze him down a little bit. I had to squeeze bro down. You can't see his wingspan fully. This and that's like some other ones that I've done. I had to make bro smaller, shrink him down. The vision is there though, man. The vision is there. Indubitably, indeed, indeed. A seahorse. Nah. He's kind of like a seahorse though. You said bro got nerfed. I had to nerf that man a little bit, man. I had to take a couple I had to shrink him down, man. Had to shrink him down. They're pretty big. They get pretty big though. They get huge, man. Sea turtles, they get huge. Yeah, this one is a turtle. Like I said, I didn't really get to like draw them in the full detail that I normally would. It's like I didn't really have as much space to work with. I don't have as much space, but it's no excuse. It's no excuse at all. The vision was there. The vision was there. An oiled up turtle. No, somebody trying to draw an oiled up turtle, bro. Not at all. His other arm is gonna be going off the page a little bit, but it's okay. This we gotta come together. A parrot? Nah, this one is not a parrot. Even though I mentioned him having a beak, but that isn't really what I was trying to do here. He has a beak too, but it's not that kind of beak. Here's for this one. Here's everybody on here so far. This one is a sea turtle. Yo, what's up, too, Michaela? This one is a polar bear. I did an orca. This is a penguin. I didn't get the exact name of the kind that it was. Thick line squares on the shell might make it pop off a little bit more. Then I also did a jellyfish over on this side. This one's a lot of ocean life. It's a lot of quick sketches of ocean life. It's less regional, but that's what I was going for so far. That was the vision for the page, man. It's a lot of ocean life. It's a lot of ocean life. I seen another animal come up too. I'm not gonna say it just yet. I think it's better for y'all to guess. Let me know. An emperor penguin. I don't think he's an emperor penguin necessarily, but he's something. Yo, what's up, Teeny? And do you draw in other styles? Usually no, but on the rare occasion, yes. Usually no. Not on live, at least. Every now and again, what I do is I'll do. Sometimes I'll do like more abstract stuff. The hair is centered again. You said centered again? Nah, not yet. Yo, what's up, Sasuke? What's good indeed, indeed. I had something else I wanted to sketch in. It's cool. But you do it both? Yeah. Usually I'm always alternating back and forth. Can you do a lion? No, not right now. Not right now, not right now. I've done stuff like that before though. Just maybe not for this page. Maybe not for this one. What I'm trying to do here. Can you show me again? Not yet, but soon. Like I said, I want to get this one to where it looks the right way. I got to get bro to where you can see his face fully. This had been a request that came up a couple times in the chat, but I didn't really commit to it just yet. You said soon. Yo, is that the prophecy? Is that what you see? What you're showing, guys, Sasuke? Do you not wait? Do you draw not holding the pens in a traditional fashion? Sometimes yes, but sometimes no. It just depends on what I'm trying to do. But no, not usually. It depends a lot on whatever I'm trying to make with the pages, or just draw up, man. You know. Just a lot of ocean life. This one is gonna be a lot of ocean life, indeed. I feel like it's been a long enough time since I've made something like this anyway. I'm sketching a little buddy's face. That's what's gonna really bring this one together. The small details. What characteristics do you usually start with? Personally, I always go for the eyes first. If you could get the eyes down, everything else you can make it fall into its right place. It doesn't always need to be like perfect, but that's where a lot of the life is. Now, how long have you been drawing for? I've been drawing this way since like 2024-ish. But in general, for my whole life. That was a rock hopper penguin. That's what it was, my bad. Do you draw both hands to show people your talent, or it helps me make sense of the shapes more than anything? Just conceptualizing the shapes. Just don't stop. How do you put what's in your mind on the paper? You got to slow down, but I'm looking at a reference picture with these. That's what I would suggest if you're trying to really. I don't really draw from the mind that often, but with these, I'm looking at reference pictures. It would be crazy though if I sat there and figured out how to have like a deep understanding of like a lot of life in the ocean, but I don't have photographic memory. That'd be crazy though. That's a cheat code. Seahorse, maybe. Photograph memory and drawing with the both. That's a whole like That's a superhuman, basically. Thank you for the 3 roses too, Young. Appreciate it, man. Indeed, indeed. I seen a seahorse too. Maybe. You said some sick. I appreciate it, man. Greetings from Costa Rica. Yo, what's up, man? Indubitably, indeed, indeed. How you making this while reading comments? It's magic, bro. It's a magic operation. He said, brother, what is going on? It's a magic operation. You got to train with Master Ugo and Sensei Wu. Chicken feet. Nah. I'm not trying to draw nobody's toes, man. Not trying to draw nobody's toes. Chicken feet. Feet. No feet, bro. What's going on with y'all and feet, man? These past couple of... Yo, what's going on? I can't even sing a song and think at the same time, bro. You got to just lock in. Talented D, thank you. What's going on with y'all and feet, man? There's a lot of feet shenanigans in the chat, man. Seahorse. Oh, maybe. Let me know what you see. What do you think this was gonna be? I can't confirm it now. How many galaxies draw feet, brother? I'm not. This isn't like a. We're not doing like a ransom, bro. I'm not trying to draw toes right now, man. Yo, scrolling past. I don't want to draw toes, bro. I'm not trying. They're trying to ransom me into drawing feet, man. I be feeling like it's a slippery slope, man. When you're drawing feet, then you're drawing legs and you're drawing cheeks. It's a slippery slope, man. Once you crack the door, the floodgates are open. When you think it's rain, then it turns into a hurricane, bro. Are these some memories or do you have references? I have references, bro. Lots and lots of references. Are you autistic? No. It's a lot of shenanigans though, man. I can't even crack the door though, because the moment I'm like, sure, man, I'd love to draw feet, but nah, because it's a slippery slope. Then you're drawing toes. Then you're on Twitter, bro. Slippery slope. I'm not really trying to do that, man. I think about what Uncle Ben said. With great power comes great responsibility, bro. I can't even open up the door. When did you discover this? Maybe like 2024. I've been on and off drawing for my whole life, though, man. Maybe like 2024-ish. I use my right hand more, though. A sea snake. Not quite. But the vision is there. The vision is there. Indubitably. I don't know if I can see what was... Yeah, I see the vision. If you just scrolling, all you hear is, I'm not trying to draw feet. It's a lot going on. Ocean life, and bro's talking about not wanting to draw feet, but it turns to like a ransom situation. People start, oh, I'll buy this. Can I see the whole paper? Yes. But yeah, man, it's a slippery slope, man. I'm sure somebody would love to draw you up some feet, man. Just not here. Thank you for the army too, Jacqueline. Here's for everyone on here. Here's everybody. Here's everyone. Here's everyone. A duck. You talking about like a swan or something? Or you mean maybe? Here's everybody so far. Do swans live in the ocean? I'm looking to make this one I want to make this one ocean themed. I don't want to put nothing that's not. Maybe that's like what kind of ducks live out to sea? Yo, thank you for the 17 heart puffs too, Jacqueline. I appreciate it indeed. And the heart puff too. The 18 heart puffs. The gators. Gators, they live in like, I think, fresh water. Maybe not. Maybe it's something. They live somewhere. I think crocodiles live in salt water. But it's I want this one to be, do gators live in the ocean? Do gators live in the ocean? I'm searching this up. Live. I seen a duck, a swan. I don't know if gators. Yeah, they can't. Yeah, they live in fresh water. Do swans live in the ocean? Yo, what's up, Jordan? Thank you for the heart me too, man. And the 6 dual pins. I'm trying. Yo, wait. Do swans live in the ocean? We going full National Geographic today, man. Do swans live in the ocean? Swans do not live in the ocean. What kind of duck lives in the ocean? Tuna. For those who actually do content. Thank you. I do appreciate it, Jacqueline. Yo, thank you for the 3 dual pins too, Jordan. What's good indeed, man? What's good indeed? A stingray. A stingray is nice. Lionfish. I did a lionfish on one of my other ones. Stingrays live in the ocean, right? Stingrays. You said tuna. Tuna. That came up a little bit earlier. Let me look up a tuna. A tuna's like they get pretty big too, don't they? Tunas. I gotta make sure they don't give me like some AI slop garbage. Garbage. Hang on. Seagulls live in the ocean. They do. A stingray, jellyfish. I did a jellyfish right here already. I want to do something that matches the aesthetic though. This one's just grounded in the ocean. Squidward. Nah, bro, I'm already ahead of you. This is a squid down here. It was tuna. That's what it was. Man, I searched up tuna and they showing me food. I'm trying to see the fish, man. The fish. Ain't nobody trying to look at food right now. I mean, I guess, but a dolphin. Well, I did a orca, so I feel like it's kind of flying too close to the same thing, you know? I want to do something that's a little bit different. I want to do something that's a little bit different on here. A lobster. Do you think you could write a paragraph with 2 pencils? Yes. But I mean, like, and like, what do you mean? Maybe down here, a swordfish. Swordfish, that's a good suggestion. I don't think I'm gonna do one on here though. I like it. I like that one. I've done those in like a lot of my other pages. A swordfish. I want to put this one. It's another kind of fish I wanted to do. It was another suggestion that came up. I kind of got lost in the sauce though. Looking at tuna. Sat there and I like lost my train of thought, man. I got distracted. Tuna. Maybe. See, like when I see tuna, I think of the little ones that you see in the little cans. But Nemo. What about Nemo? No, not on here. Nemo could work, but I'm not really feeling bro right now, to be honest with you. Nemo could, logically, should work. But Nemo is a slippery slope. Him and Dory. I thought her name was, you said Dorothy. I thought her name was Dory. That's tough. I thought the lady's name was Dory, bro. Speaking of Dorothy, that's the girl's name from The Wizard of Oz, right? W. Michael Myers drawing, a pufferfish. That could work. Full legal name. Yeah, that is exactly. Dorothy. That is extremely federal. Extremely. That's tough. I was thinking about the girl from The Wizard of Oz though. I don't know if I would ever do something like that on here. Maybe not now, but maybe eventually. This is like an ocean theme page. Not that has nothing to do at all with what we were talking about, but just putting the idea out there. Soon. Sooner than later. Sooner than later. I might do something like it though. An angler. I've definitely done stuff like that before. Yo, thank you too, Manny. I appreciate it, man. An eel. Nah. This one, he's not an eel. I haven't added his other features. Bro's not an eel. You're looking at like the structure of his jaw, bro. You're looking at his jawline, man. He's not complete. He's loading. I gotta sketch him out. I gotta sketch this man out, bro. The vision is there, though. The vision is there. He's a tuna. He's indeed a tuna. Pufferfish or a dolphin. Either or, I've done them both. I think that the dolphins be terrorizing the pufferfish. Do you have like a picture of what you draw? Yeah, I'll be looking at references for these. It isn't all out for the dome. I get a lot of people that be thinking I have like photographic memory, but I'm looking at references for these. Lots and lots of reference pictures. If I happen to stop, I'm probably looking at the picture right in that moment. Do a stingray next. Maybe. If there's still space, maybe. I might be able to finesse one on her, like, space-wise. Make it work. But do your eyes stay on the paper? I'll be kind of looking at both, bro. I'm always darting my attention around, whether it be the chat, the paper, the reference. I'm always all over the place. I'm probably looking more at the paper, though, most of the time. I'm kind of like always shifting. Always moving. What about a pelican? I've done those before and some of my other ocean themes, but I probably won't put one on here right now. The most that I might add on here is a stingray, but that's even if there's enough space, because I'm pushing it space-wise on here. I'm pushing it. It could work though. I just forgot you could do this. You learn the more that you do, the more that you make, the more that you sketch up, man. You can't stop. That's the cheat code, I would say. That's definitely the cheat code. And what about an eel? I'm leaning more towards no right now, but maybe, man, maybe. I'm leaning more towards no though. A crab and a lobster. That you would think I would put something like that on here, but I didn't put one on here this time. I've done stuff like that before. I have like a lot of other ocean themes that I've made, but this one was a lot more of a free for all. Like any and all ocean animals. Were you born ambidextrous or learn over time which one's your dominant? For most of my life, I probably would use my right hand. I would still kind of consider myself to be more of a righty anyway. I just I could write with my left forever, even though I never really had like a reason to. I mean, it's only relatively recently that I started even drawing with it, but you know how you kind of just can. You can just sometimes stuff just makes sense. So because it made sense, it's like why not, you know? It's like because it makes sense for the love of the game. Yo, what's up, Crystal? Because stuff made sense, I was like, you know what, it works. Even when it doesn't, can you only write or can you shoot like a basketball, eat, etc.? I mean, it depends on like what it comes down to. I probably use my right more though. I probably spent more time using my right. But like when it comes to writing and stuff, I can like write full paragraph stuff on my left. Like it doesn't like with stuff like it doesn't really matter with stuff like that. But it's like when it comes to it just depends on what the situation calls for. Depends on what exactly is going on. But if I need to switch, I need to write, of course. Of course. I'm probably more variety though. Just keep things simple. Cool method, thank you. Just to keep the vision simple, the process. I think it's cool. You can be so symmetrical. Mine will be deformed and slanted. Well, with these, you gonna mess up a little bit. Like it might not be the most sharp proportion wise, but the idea is there. That's what I go for more than anything. Y'all said a stingray too, right? A stingray. I gotta figure out where. Stingray. You said it seemed like you can be so much more productive. I mean, it's little things, you know, little things. Just having the option where if I want to switch, I can. And it just helps me grasp the shapes more, I think. A stingray. Stingray. Yo, what's up, man? But symmetry, that's like a big thing. Trying to get the lines down. Sometimes, you know, you gonna mess up though. It's what comes with it. Like it's inevitable. And do you save all of them? Or what do I do with most of them whenever I'm done? Well, most of the time I have like a bookshelf behind me. And that's where a lot of my pages live. I will have some that I list and some that I sell though. But a lot of them I keep from my own collection. Eventually I'm gonna do something that's more behind the scenes and just kind of show off a lot of the stuff that I've made. Made all kind of cool animals. Yeah, it's a lot of ocean life on here. I was looking for more references to use. It's a lot of ocean life. But yeah, I save a lot of my stuff from my own collection. I kind of keep these more stuff that I've kind of like made over the past, like pretty much the whole time I've been over here on TikTok and stuff. I'm always trying to draw stuff though. I'm always trying to make different things. I try to draw a little bit. Like I try to do a little bit of something every single day. Even if it's something that's more low key or full on page, just like a bunch of small sketches. It just depends. It depends on what the circumstance calls for. Never too much of the same though. Never too much of the same. I might be doing anime characters one day. A character I've done a lot of recently, I feel like, is a lot of Dragon Ball people. I tend to draw characters, or I'll draw more characters like, say, a Goku or a Vegeta or somebody. My friend roommate will love this. She loves aquatic animals. It don't even just be aquatic stuff. It'd be all kind of different spaces and backgrounds and edibles in general. I'm always shifting around with stuff like this. It just depends on the day. I do One Piece way more looking. You said there's way more unique looking characters. I've been told about One Piece, man. I haven't really watched One Piece myself, but I've done people like from Death Note. I've done one of my more recent ones I drew. It was Light and Ryuk from Death Note. I've done a lot of anime characters though. Maybe not every single one of them because there's so many to do. You said for Shubu Crazy, gotta start One Piece. You said, yo, what's up, Too Fit? If I didn't already say Pokemon next, maybe. I won't promise it. I have to see. Death Note is an OG. Also, how long did it take you to perfect this art? I'm still kind of like learning as I go, but I've been drawing this way since 2024. And I've been drawing on and off my whole life. Thank you for the love you so much too, Dory. I appreciate it. Love it, thank you. But you learn as you go. You learn as you go and you build up on it. You learn. I think that's the cheat code. But I didn't really start messing around with this more until probably, I would say, 2024-ish. But I didn't really start all the way from scratch because I could write with my left. And because I could, I just embraced it. I doubled down on it. I spent most of my time writing, like using my right. And even drawing and stuff too. But because it made sense, I didn't really question it. Oh, yeah, and when did you, I might have, like, missed something. So do you yeah, kind of, yeah. I'll look at, like, references for these. Lots and lots of reference pictures. Lots and lots. He says the code. He says a cheat code. But yeah, I haven't really got to the point where it's, like, fully all off of the intuition, man. Because at that point, I guess that's like a whole cheat code, man. Intuition, no type of like reference. That's crazy. People do it. People do it for sure. That's a different beast, you know. That's a whole different monster. It's a whole different monster. No, without any kind of guidance, I at least like to have a picture pulled up, even if I don't do it perfectly. The idea is there. So good, thank you. I can sketch decently, but I hate the process, so I just do it rarely. I know, but if you can like make it more of a habit though, even if you do like a little bit every day, it builds. I don't mind it. The more comfortable I became with it, I don't mind it at all. What was the animal above the dolphin? Did I guess right? The animal above the dolphin. Talking about the penguin. Maybe. Thank you for the 12 dual pens too, Dory. I appreciate it. The big 12, indubitably. I knew it. All right, like. We were just talking about Death Note too. That was false. That was a false statement. Yo, there's still a little bit of space. I did the little stingray with his wings. I wanted to make it seem like he was flying through the water. This one don't have that much space, but there's still a little bit of space on here, y'all. There's still a little bit of space. I think I'm gonna squeeze some more animals on here. I think I'm gonna squeeze some more. Yo, what's up? What's up, Bibbin? Thank you for the 5 lightning bolts too. I appreciate it, Gabe. Do you do sports, bro? Not usually. I've done I've been asked, people be asking me, somebody was trying to ask me like what was my thoughts on LeBron with the 76ers, and I'm gonna be honest, bro. The most that I know about sports is at a point, man, I was getting like flooded with sports betting ads. It was crazy. I've never really been a sports dude though. Never really been a sports dude at all, but like at a point it was crazy. I was getting just flooded with sports betting. It was something. It was insane. You said could always do a crab. That could work. Do you have to practice animal anatomy to draw this way? No, I mean you probably should. But I don't. I just be finding pictures and I just try to draw them out. You might mess up, but you keep at it till you get it right. And bro, can I send you one of my drawings on TikTok and you can write it or give it your opinion? Yes, if you DM it to me. DM me, I'll try to get back with you. If I remember it, I'll get off here. Presumably. A crab, you say, right? A crab. Let me look for a good one. Okay, bro, I got you. You only could trace well. So like with animal anatomy, my best like advice, you get better the more that you mess with it, but everything is shapes. If you could break down everything into shapes, you can kind of like piece it all together, even if it takes time. The only thing about looking for pictures of crabs though is I don't be knowing what's real versus what's fake anymore. Like I have like what if all this stuff is AI slop and I have no way of knowing. I don't even know, like, is this a real picture or is it just like some kind of weird AI? It's like some kind of weird AI slop. I think I'm gonna do a different kind of crab. I think I have something I want to put on here. Oh yeah, but okay, as I was saying before, everything is shapes though. Everything is shapes. Back to what I was saying before though. You could animal anatomy probably would help. You can do it that way, or you can just kind of you can learn through repetition. I learned through just trying to do the same stuff over and over again until I got it. It might take some time. It might take you more time than what you imagine, but I think that it goes a long way. It might not seem like you're progressing, but once you finally grasp whatever it is that you want to do, it'll make it that much more rewarding. It might take time, and you might not get it immediately, and that's okay. You're gonna make mistakes. I feel like I be you. It's what comes with it. I was telling somebody else earlier. Just don't internalize it. It's like the worst thing you could do. Just don't internalize where you might mess up on here. I'll be messing up too. Just keep running it back over and over until it makes sense. Hopefully. And then if it doesn't, try it again. I sent you the message request, bro. Accept whenever you can. I got you. Indubitably, indeed. And also too, you might be able to like put it. You might be able to post like the image under one of like my actual posts too. If I don't see it immediately, I'm practicing drawing wildlife tracing such as squirrels and chipmunks. I say if you like look for references too, I like to get on Pinterest and find different pictures to use, especially of wildlife and stuff. I think chipmunks and squirrels. I started with birds. To me, birds are more circular. They're a lot more circular, and that helped me a lot. With the idea of everything being shapes, everything kind of builds on top of itself. I think birds help me a lot because birds are more simple with the way that they're more rounded. They're almost a bunch of circles or something. That's the way I look at them. Just don't give up on it. That's what I'm trying to get at here. I'm really horrible at shading or detail of the fur. It's normal to make mistakes. I mean, you gotta start. You do. Thank you for the heart. Yo, what's up, 2 Best Games? Thank you too. I appreciate the heart me too. You probably need the Lambo Aventador. It's been not recently, but it's been a while since I've drawn up cars, bro. Like real, like what is that? Like a hypercar? I drew like some old cars a couple nights ago, but the Lambo is crazy. Drawing up the Lambo. Somebody asked me to draw a Koenigsegg. I was in the middle of drawing up like some kind of older vintage car or something one day. It was random, but it wasn't as random as it could have been. I gotta see though. That's like another interesting one when it comes to shapes. The Koenigsegg. I think today is the Mustang, maybe Bugatti. I've drawn that stuff before too. It's been a while. It's been a long time. Cause normally I don't really draw cars like that. Normally. Why did you only use the red and the blue? I like the way that they complement each other. And I'm real big on the idea of less being more. They complement themselves really well between the red and the blue. Everything adds up because it's cool. And it's simple. Sometimes less is more. You say alpha dude, I demand a revival. I feel like you're trying to see some furry people, man. I'm seeing through the genjutsu. You kind of like the people that be trying to ask me like a real sly way to draw feet. Like I'm on to y'all's games, y'all shenanigans, y'all's antics. I'm seeing through the genjutsu, bro. I got aimbot. That's great, bro. Thank you. I got aimbot now. It looks like it's almost a mapping of a building and architecture are the lines. Why do you have enjoyed the show in your welcome message anyways? I don't know. Why not? I don't know. For the love of the game. For the love of the game. I mean, I wish for the viewing experience to be a good one. I don't really, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really know what are you suggesting? I'm gonna make his shell more detailed. Just add more lines, make it more rounded looking. This one, I got asked to do this one is supposed to be a crab. He's one of those hermit crabs though. You can only see his body kind of poking out of his shell. Little buddy. This is Quelly. I don't know what that means or not, to be honest with you. Speaking to me in like Morse code, man. Morse code. What are these supposed to be? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. You wouldn't believe me Indubitably, indeed. Get this man fully sketched in. One more. This one right here. I was drawing him like a hermit crab. He said, bro, just scribbling? Yeah. Holy. Yo, what's up, man? What's good indeed? What's good indeed? Indubitably. Now, back to this man's body. As I was saying before, though, I be feeling like with these, everything comes down to shaping. If you can get that shape down. Your ex-husband used to have very few hermit crabs. They were cool to watch. I feel like I remember going to the malls back in the day and just seeing they would have the display stands for them. I just remember, like you said, jolly good show, indubitably, man. Here's everyone on here, though. Here's everyone. I had to add more layers to the hermit crab. I needed to add more layers to the hermit crab to make bro pop off of the page some more. Indubitably, indeed. It was, I remember just walking around the mall back in the day, just like seeing the stands, man. They would have the little displays with the cages with the hermit crabs. I mean, like going to the actual mall is crazy. In the big 2026, every now and again though, it could work. I'm gonna close some of these tabs. Think I'm moving to the next page. ASMR for real with the top left. This one is a jellyfish. It's one of those like Men of War. It's interesting to watch them change shells. I've never really like been that up close on one, but I've seen them more in passing. The only pet that I've really experienced is maybe like my childhood dog and maybe like a turtle. But even with a turtle, it was a little bit different than I don't know how to explain it. It's you said the one next to this one. This one is a penguin. This one is a penguin. He's kind of like looking straight ahead, bro. It's as I was saying before, I mean, I've seen wild rabbits and stuff. People be having all kind of animals though. I know people be having those parrots too. People be drawing all the parrots and all kinds of stuff, man. There was something else I wanted to move on to though. It was, you said you live in Florida, right? You can just get a largemouth bass. No, I don't live in Florida. I've been though. I've heard about some of the animals y'all got over there. This next one, I think I want to do something that's more rainforesty again. Something that's a lot more rainforest themed. My friend had a parrot that ripped a dude's finger off once. What? Ripped the dude? What? How? I would ask you how that happened, but well, that's something. What unfolded for that to be the outcome? Like how? I got a lot of questions. I have more questions than I don't even know, man. He must have really upset that bird. Bro must have really upset that bird, man. Can you draw a koala? I think I'm gonna save that more for maybe like a page where it's more grounded in Australia. My roommate has scorpions and tarantulas. Yeah, not only scorpions, but scorpions and tarantulas. That's somebody's nightmare right there. That rotation of animals. That's somebody's nightmare. Let me zoom in some more. I was about to say, man, I had scorpions too, but yeah, I ain't never. The most I had was like my dog and like I had a turtle at a point in my life, and I had like fishes, but fishes, I don't know if that counts. I was so young. I was like a really, really young kid. I remember I had like it was a fish called a fighting fish back in the day. This was like back then though, man. This was like back in the day, back when Walmart had the little goldfish on display. This is like ancient history type stuff, man. But I think I had I had a fighting fish, and I remember the dude telling me if you put them into an enclosure with another one, they'll be in there fighting to the death. I got dogs, chickens, goat. You said guard, goat, and ram. I miss those fish too. I don't even like remember having them that much. I just remember that they would rip each other's fins off if you left them alone. That's a crazy fish, bro. You know how angry you know how upset you to rip somebody's fins off? That's like some Mortal Kombat stuff. Betta fish, yeah, literally. That is quite literally some Mortal Kombat stuff. You said like alpha but more submissive. I don't think there's anything submissive about ripping another fish's fins off, bro. They be in there doing like Mortal Kombat fatalities on each other, literally. Betas are very territorial. I'm just like, how you gonna be a fish? Like, you're like a little fish and just filled with anger. How is that fish so angry? It's like, what is there to be like, bro? You're in the water, man. Like, bubbles, and you just live in bubbles, man. Like, what is there to be angry about? Let me, man, advice the other day. Try to be as good as, yo, thank you, man. I'm glad you messed with the streams, indubitably. Best of luck to you. Best of luck, indeed, indeed. What's up? Yo, but I'm like, man, as a fish, what is there even to be that angry about? They're territorial. That makes sense. I remember just going to Walmart and just seeing the enclosures with the little, with the goldfish. They get really big too if you let them grow. They could, I think they live a long time. They've been as long as like a parrot or something, but they can live for a nice little minute for sure. Yes, I missed that. Yeah, I just remember Walmart used to be crazy. GG's 1%. Yeah, it's over. GG's. You better try to plug your phone and it's gonna come to it's not gonna charge. You got dust in the little part you gotta plug in. GG's. Phone need the med kit. You gotta wait till your phone's on 1 HP to plug it in. I get it, man. Life ain't for that lifestyle ain't for everyone. It must be done though. It must be done, indeed, indeed. Indubitably, indeed. I just did medkit is loading. Yeah, it's all fun and games until, for whatever reason, it doesn't charge. My phone be on 1 HP too though. Really, whenever I'm doing these drawings, I try to keep it plugged in. That way it doesn't go out on me. It's ticking for like it's 10 ticking, bro. Ticking for storm damage. No med kit. No shields, no nothing. Not even a slurp juice, literally. No. You ain't not even no bandages. Nothing. Genuinely, you in the trenches. Yo, what's up, too, Paul? Are the lines random to make the shape, or is every line important and specifically placed? I'm particular about it, but you have a lot of space to work with these, man. You can kind of mess around with it. And it's because you're going to sleep because it's 6 a.m. Bandages is crazy. I forgot about them. Yeah, but look, rightfully so, man. They don't serve no purpose, bro. Bandages, I feel like bandages is the equivalent of trying to put it's not doing much for you. A Band-Aid ain't really, that's not really, that's crazy. That was almost, what, Fortnite came out almost 10 years ago. Whole inventory full of cabbages and apples. Yeah, you running gray loot. You not even, there's nothing getting you out of that. You running a full gray loot. There's zero hope, zilch, negative. You running gray loot. Doesn't happen that you need people to ask you how you draw so well and you say it. Well, I be trying to tell people, Bibman, basically, like, you learn as you go. I don't have like all the answers, but I be telling people, you learn the more that you do. He said draw Sonic. I smell like beef. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that, but hey, man, whatever boats your float. Indeed, indeed. It's tough. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, indeed, indeed. Yeah, I don't really know. He said you smell like beef. I don't know what I'm supposed to. Wow, okay. What time is it there? For me, it's 12:26 in the morning. What is the best thing you've done? I'm at a point now, man. I've made so much, I don't even know. I just be trying to draw, bro. It doesn't boat my float. Nah, you got to. Exactly, bro. That's what I be telling him. I tell him he's always blessed. If you liking what you're seeing, you got to. Is he itchy? I'm not itchy. She might be, but she mentioned the beef comment. I'm just a messenger, bro. Don't be trying to put that on me, man. I'm just relaying I'm literally just the mailman, bro. I'm just the deliverer of messages, bro. I'm just the deliverer of messages. I'm not like, I'm just here. I'm just here. Are you black? Yes. I think they just want to hear I smell like beef. It's a video of a little girl who said it. Oh, if it's a video, that makes sense. I was about to say I don't know what to do with that. Be marinating in must. Are you human? Yes. I'm gonna send you a captcha. You asking me if are you trying to imply I'm an AI? Just got to get 10 this week. That's what's up too. Are you human? Everybody, I'm about to start flagging everybody as AI. Everybody's getting tagged. Everybody's getting tagged and flagged as an android. All the captcha, all the AI test. What's going on? Thank you for the rose, Sue Axel. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I don't really know. Sometimes I really don't even know what to say. But see, I do smell like beef right now. I haven't had my bath time. You gotta run the soap, man. Run the soap. Is this your hobby yet? Thank you for the 3 rows too, Axel. It's weird how it looks like scribbles, but it really comes together. That's the magic of the operation. Your brain is making sense of what's going on. Your brain. It's unusual style, but I enjoy it. Yeah, man, you know you gotta stay fresh, man. Bathe, soap. You got me to try it. It came out so well. You see in the vision. Indeed. Once you start, though, you know there is no going back. Once you embark on the journey. And where did you teach yourself how to draw this way? Yeah, I learned through trial and error. You learn the more that you do. That's been the journey. It's been the journey indeed. I feel like I'm still learning, picking up stuff on here. But indubitably, man. Indubitably, indeed. I just got work. I'm building up to the bath. What age did you figure out you could do this? I was like 19 turning 20. I'm 21 now. And that's the number one. That's the number one for conventions such as Comic-Con. Shower. I'll be feeling like the beautiful thing about being in the online space is I'll be kind of forgetting about that element of things. I'll be seeing the videos. It be people going to the different events where it's like anime conventions and different stuff that's in that lane. But like I'll be feeling like there's certain things that everybody got to have their line in the sand, but I can't do must or roaches, bro. I chill out with some spiders, but that's crazy. You gotta have a line in the sand somewhere. I be feeling like must, like if you really like amongst must, it fries your brain or something. Like real must. But they're notorious. Those conventions, they're notorious for must, man. Must. Sometimes you gotta just shower, like just a little something. You just gotta shower, bro. It's not even that. It's not asking for that much. African greys are cool if you do more birds. They live in the rainforest too, or they just kind of like in that lane of birds. Or do you imagine them or copy them? I'm looking at like a reference for this one. It's less off of the intuition. I leave spiders alone because they be eating mosquitoes. This feels targeted. Do you feel attacked personally by my statements that I just made? I be feeling like, spiders. I seen somebody say that you're always within 3 feet of one. They be just vibing and watching. Sometimes they just be outside, just be doing what they be doing. They mind their business for the most part. But I gotta, roaches. It's a no. Absolutely a no. I shower every day, I promise. I'm not stinky. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, something is suspicious about that, man. I'm not saying that I doubt that. I don't know. Surely you have to understand my perspective, my angle, the way that this looks to me. I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just recognizing that I'm the messenger. I'm the messenger within this ordeal, this exchange. As the messenger, I recognize that I don't have the answers. And unfortunately, it's looking like I'm not suggesting anything. I'm not I leave more spiders. Yo, thank you too, B, man. I appreciate that, man. Indubitably indeed. Thank you for the rose too, Kiara. You said fingernail revealed in? Nah, bro. I gotta draw the line in the sand with my hand revealed, bro. Can't show off hands and feet, man. That's too much. It's too much, too much. Showing your hands in the big 2026 is insane. Genuinely. Y'all know. I don't know what you mean by that, Christen. You gotta lock in though, bro. Bees are cool to watch too. When I worked in a garden shop, I watched them. They didn't even bother me. But look, bees be crazy too, because bees, they be outside. Like, they don't even have Microsoft Team meets. They just be outside dancing and giving each other, they be like just communicating through dance. I seen this video and it was one of those murder hornets and it infiltrated the nest. And basically what happened was the bees, they hugged it to death. Like they got all up on it and they cooked it. Like their body heat literally cooked the murder hornet. It was crazy. Like I've never seen, like, they sat there and like just, they knew. They was like, all right, bro. Some of you may die. But look, they sat there and they hugged the murder hornet to death. I ain't never seen coordination like that before. They don't even got Google Meets or Microsoft Teams either, bro. That's what they be doing, yeah. They literally, hands, maybe toes reveal is crazy. Nah, hands is crazy too. That's something a musty person would say. But draw a powerful eagle from Angry Birds. I don't know if I'm gonna do like I'll meet you in the middle, bro. If there's an eagle that lives in the rainforest, I might do that. I don't know if I want to do one that's cartoonish right now, though. I'll meet you somewhere in the middle, man. Just a middle ground. They surround it and vibrate intensely by flapping their wings till it overheats in the middle. Kill them with kindness. Nah. Yo, I thought that, man, the murder hornets, I'm glad that I didn't end up seeing one in my life. Where I'm at least. I don't know. Some of y'all might be encountering murder hornets, but y'all making the sacrifice for the greater good. I'd rather deal in I don't know, wasp. You said they're menaces, but supposedly they're a kind of wasp and they're docile. I don't know, man. I'll be feeling like that's false. They're not docile. They be spawning. They're angry. They're like those betta fish. They just be waking up angry. Getting cooked by getting surrounded by the cousins is crazy. It's like, yeah, you know what? We might not be able to sting you, but we're gonna hug you to death. I seen this video of this dude. Sometimes I be watching those true crime videos, and it was this case of a woman, and she didn't hug the dude to death, but she crushed him. They got into an argument. She literally threw her weight on the man and like crushed bro. And that reminds me of the murder hornet. I mean, that's not the same as getting hugged to death, but basically they got the same function, I guess. You know what I mean? Getting cooked or getting crushed. Same vibe, same vision. It's crazy out here, man. I deal with them all. I mean, yeah, suffocated. Yeah, literally. She crushed dude. Stuff really just be going on. Like, you know, I'll have, here's how it works. I'll go really, really deep into some of the true crime videos. Like, I'll just watch them, then I'll drop them. I can't watch them no more. And I'll pick them up again. And I gotta stop, because sometimes it's too much. Sometimes. I don't really like trying to intake all that. It's a lot of, like, crazy stuff. These birds they look like wonky fish. Maybe they are wonky fish, man. I mean, I never said that they were 100%. How you know I'm not just drawing fish, bro? You know, they might be bunnies. I'm drawing a bunch of rabbits. It's duck season, rabbit season. Rabbit season, duck season. There's a lot of craziness. Could be a fish, not gonna lie. It could be. It could be. I guess it's not impossible. It's not impossible, indeed. Make this more alive. It was about the wonky fish we met along the way. It's always the journey. It's always the journey, not the destination. Sometimes the fish. I love true crime videos too. People are crazy. You gotta wonder the psychology of their minds. See, like, I have a love-hate relationship with it. Like, sometimes I'll passively watch it, but sometimes I can't. It gets to the point where I can't really like intake it too much. I couldn't really like. I was watching some of that EDP documentary, but I mean, it got to the point where it was a bit too much. Normally with stuff like that, it don't even faze me. But I don't know. I kind of felt a pull away from it. I couldn't really. I'll watch them videos with Chris Hansen too, but it got to the point where it was too much. Like I mean, I watched like a lot of that stuff, dude, but it just gets to the point where it's just like, all right, this is too much even for me. I done seen like some crazy stuff, bro. Like them videos really open your eyes to the stuff that be going on, man. They be crazy. They be crazy. I take a break and watch something else. Yeah, they're kind of like, it cleanses you just to get away from it. You kind of pick back up where you left off and rinse and repeat. See where it goes, if you will. Now. No. Let me shape in some more of this man's beak. And turn him into the report guy on Bob Sponge. You talking about this little character right here. Let me make this more. Make this one more rounded. I don't think I'm gonna shade in his beak too much. I want to keep it to where it looks layered. Too late with the beak. Yeah, yeah. I was like, maybe he's not. Nah, but this is undeniable. He said it's Toucan Sam. Toucan Sam. You done drop bro's government name. Maybe. Toucan Sam. Getting exposed in 2026 before GTA 6. Toucan Sam. That's what I would say. But nah. You know, this one, it's not quite over, not yet. You gotta trust the vision. But okay, yeah, we were saying though, we were talking about the documentaries, true crime stuff, palate cleansing, rinse and repeat. Well, you know, Fruit Loops, yeah, Fruit Loops, pretty solid cereal if I had to say so myself. I've had like rankings before, from best to worst. I've never really been like I'll tell you, like I'll just tell you now. I think that if I were to make a tier list from A to decent, instead of saying A to D, decent, you got fantastic, decent, and you got mediocre. I always say mediocre. I love that word so much because it's just, there's something about it that's just kind of like mediocre. It's crazy. That's a crazy thing to call like mediocre. I be feeling like Golden Grams are mediocre. I know that's about to ruffle some of y'all in the comments, man, but Golden Grams, mediocre. Is that Toucan Sam? Nah. This is not what it looks like. Mediocre. Some cereal is mediocre. Fruit Loops is alright. I don't know if they're my favorites, but you can't go wrong with them. You can't go wrong with them. I just got back. Don't lie to me. I'm just the messenger. Be feeling like Golden Grams are mediocre though. Toucan Sam. Just say mid. No, mid don't have the same. It don't have the same passion, the same love behind it. Something about mediocre is just like passionate, bro. Mid is strong too, but mediocre. I feel like mediocre just like there's some passion behind it, bro. And I really do. I do passionately feel like Golden Grams are mediocre. I don't know, man. Mediocre. My son loves Cinnamon Toast Crunch. When he was little, he would call it square cereal. He's 11 now. But look, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, that's pretty solid too. That's pretty solid. Do you have ink on your nail also? I don't think so. Not that I've seen it, at least. Sometimes it gets on my hands though. I get like all in like the palm of my hands, bro. Never had Golden Grams. Well, you don't even need to. It's mediocre. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm cool with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's solid. That's a solid pick. You have solid picks. Great. Fantastic. You got good, mid. Those are the hands of someone stinky. I don't know what you're implying by that, man. You got soft hands. Sound like a weird one. I know, but frosted mini wheats. I've heard of those. I don't know if I've had those immediately. I won't bash them. I thought you was gonna say frosted flakes. I just seen frosted and I was like, I immediately thought about dude, Tony. I like frosted flakes. Frosted flakes are kind of basic, but I love them. And how did this go from birds and the Amazon to jungle to cereal? Hey, sometimes stuff just be going. You can't resist. You can't resist the flow of the river, bruh. Stuff just be happening. You can't resist nature. I'm just a messenger. Too much sugar, it's not even that healthy, to be honest. They were good. I mean, yeah, you know, it's questionable. It's questionable, and it's more of like a snack than it is like a nutritional meal. But I mean, you know, it's every now and again. Cereal. That's something. I mean, it's overly. I think it's, what do they call it? It's not just processed. It's like super processed or something. You say we gotta just let it flow. You do, but something about the way that you word that something's going on there, bro. We do gotta let it flow, man. But I don't know what you're implying by that comment. You gotta lock in, bro. You gotta just, I don't know what you, ultra processed. Yeah, that's what it is. Ultra processed. Indeed. So it's questionable. It's questionable. Indeed. I'm gonna make this man to where he's standing up on this branch. You gotta bring him to life. Took and Sam, y'all call him. Took and Tony. And is it hard being ambidextrous? No, I use probably my right more most days. Most of the time. Probably more variety. That's the one I use more throughout life. Now for his claws. Bro's hands. Gotta make it to where you can see. I do like Lucky Charms for the marshmallows and the Captain Crunch. Solid picks. I would say that Captain Crunch is generational. Out of everything you just named, the one that stood out to me, like the one that had the biggest impact on my life when it really came down. Captain Crunch is great. I haven't had it in years, I don't think, but solid pick for sure. For indubitably. Thank you for the 6 goals too, Paul. I appreciate it, man. Indubitably, indeed. Indeed. I think cereal, I've spoken on this before, but more than anything, I think cereal hits different in the night though. Like I know it's traditionally a breakfast food, but there's something about it that's just magical about eating it in the late night. For some reason, this conversation, it reminded me of Home Alone too. This has nothing to do with Home Alone either. And do you ever burn out with drawing? I think that like I'll have some days, I don't know if it's burnout, but I might slow down a little bit. I'll have some days where I might not go as heavy. But then I'll have other days where I can draw for like several hours. It depends. I'm always kind of cycling though. Sometimes I'll go really, really heavy, and I think not prioritizing output. I think that is a good way to avoid it. But I've had years though where I didn't really draw anything, or I move away. Like it's situational. I'm trying to kind of pick back up to that point to where I don't step away for that long. Because in stepping away, it's kind of like you lose what you've learned, you know? Not instantly, it takes a long time. But you mess around and you learn a lot in being consistent. Would you choose Oops All Berries, the original, or peanut butter? The original. You said, oh, the peanut butter flavor. I don't know if I've ever had the peanut butter flavor before, but I remember seeing the ads back in the day for it. Was this is something way different too, but with the Reese's Puffs. The Reese's Puff cereal, dude. I'm surprised nobody has mentioned Count Chocula or the Fruity Pebbles. Those ones are solid too. Fruity Pebbles, absolutely. I don't think I've ever had Count Chocula before. I'll tell you when I used to eat though back in the day, like if we were talking about it being ultra processed, it was like a ultra processed stuff. We were speaking on like stuff that might be a little bit questionable. I like the chocolate cereal with the dude, it was the wolf dude with the cookies. I don't remember what it was called, but it was a wolf dude with the cookie bowl. Tasted Cocoa Puffs recently. It is terrible. He said it's terrible. I remember just being a kid, just, you know, eating it as a kid. I don't think I had Cocoa Puffs in like 10 years, bro. Cocoa Puffs. Alpha dude. Cookie Crisp. Yeah, I remember that. But they probably, man, they'd probably changed recipes, formula. Like the whole process is probably different with it. Cookie Crisp slap, but it was like having, yeah, literally slop. You know, you said it's not you're not really eating. It's not healthy. It's like my mom literally told me that it's literally. I mean, as a cereal enthusiast, low key, every now and again, I'm no longer who I once was, but every now and again, it's okay. I remember, you know, I'm gonna make his wing more pronounced. I remember seeing. 1 second. My mom told me it's like basically you're eating like it's literally sugar in a bowl. I guess the way to kickstart the day, it's gonna make you crash. You're literally eating a bowl of sugar. Literally. You said Cookie Crisp was good, but I always had stale in my house. Might as well wake up to a bowl out. Yeah, honestly. I mean, you already about what 90% of the way there. You might as well. I mean, I'm not advocating for it, but if you might as well. You might as well. You done already woke up to the bowl of syrup. The bowl of sugar. I had this conversation, you know, working retail and stuff. Y'all, I had this conversation with this older person, and they were telling me like a rule that they use. They don't even shop within the inner parts of the aisle. Like most of what you need in the grocery store is on the outer parts. Like, you know, raw meats. I don't remember all the stuff that they told me, but stuff for longevity usually isn't within the aisles. Treat stuff. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you go, man, you might as well. I'm not trying to be the devil's advocate though, or the angel on somebody's shoulder. But if you're gonna wake up and eat a bowl of cereal, you might as well. Like, I'm not trying to be like, well, dude on TikTok told me that. I mean, basically it's the same. It's not the same. It's kind of, you know, it's a little leeway, moderation. Yo, thank you for the chili, the rolls, the heart meat, and the dual pens question mark. I appreciate it all, man. I'll wait in the produce section of the store. I need you to produce me some produce. All right, hang on. 1 second. Yeah, I mean, it's all questionable, though, man. I think in, like, a lot of countries, too. I mean, I be eating my fair share of slop. Don't get it twisted, right? But, look, I think in some countries, a lot of the stuff that's, like, legal, it isn't even, you can't even legally sell it as food in other countries. It's crazy. It's like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It is indeed. It's not legit. Do an owl. I don't think I'm gonna put an owl on here. I've done like a lot of birds and stuff before though. I want this one to be more grounded in the rainforest. I don't even know if there are owls in the rainforest, to be honest. I gotta see. Maybe. I won't promise it though. I gotta see. Somebody is remembering the straws with the flavored things jammed in it. Yeah, you talking about like the dude? Was it like an Apple dude and like a Jamaican dude too? Or is that something else? They took away dude's dreads, man. You said fantail. Something else. I feel like I know what you're talking about though. They sat there and they took away everything from that man. Took away the man, so everything, bro. Look how they massacred dude. Look how they massacred that man. Yeah, y'all won't be able to guess what this next one is, man. I need to know who's focused. Who's seeing the vision? I was on all right, bro. How do you process drawing with both hands at the same time and doing two different controllably, two different lines controllably? Sometimes it works. Sometimes I start buffering, bro. Don't overthink it. Sometimes it works. Sometimes just don't overthink. That's like my best rule of advice. Don't overthink it, man. Full boxed. Nah, you getting full boxed, bro. No mats, no med kit. No meds, nothing. Just pure intuition. So you got full boxes. Right now, I'm seeing either a frog or a snake. Okay, we getting somewhere. You know. The page is still it's still early on. Not even bandages. 200 pumped. I don't even know, man. I'm a different man now, man. I hung my jersey up. I'm no longer the person I once was. Like all good things, all great things have to come to an end. I think it's a gecko or a lizard. Spider. Yeah, I'm no longer a Fortnite bro no more, bro. But that's more power to you though. It don't even like align with me no more, man. I done changed, grown. Turn a new page, or turn a new leaf. I mean, face reveal sooner than later, man. Sooner than later, for surely. Yeah, I done moved on though, man. I'm no longer a Fortnite, bro. Back at the peak though, I would have taken that very personally. He said, "Man, I love autism." I don't know where you got autism from, but indubitably. Monkey. No. No. Not quite. Thank you for letting him cook too, Magician. I appreciate it, man. Indubitably. Indubitably, indeed. Y'all said it's a gecko or a lizard. You gotta let me know, what do you see? What do you think the page is going to be? Poison dart frog. Maybe. Aimbot you might have. Aimbot. Yeah, man, I can't be too straightforward, not yet. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, we were talking about games. I remember playing Warzone, and I think dude started hacking or something, because I seen this clip of this dude flying around in a car, like literally flying around. Not driving flying, I mean like flying, as in wheels off of the ground. Now that was my brain. They look cool. Oh, yeah, they got all type of different colorways. You might have aimbot though. I won't even lie. Aimbot indeed. All roads lead back to Fallout. Low key. That's tough. How do you even learn how to do something like this way? You learn through practice. You learn, the more that you do, it helps. I try to be consistent with these. I try to draw a little bit every day. You build up on it though. Find you some good references and just don't stop. It might take time. I can't comprehend how you're doing this. Yo, what's up, Skelly? It's a magic trick. The process is magic. It's a magic trick, man. I put like legendary enchantments from the librarian villager on Minecraft onto my pins. I put mending. Indeed. Do a pin trick and I'll give you a like. I'm not that kind of magician, bro. Definitely not pulling nothing out of it like a top hat or nothing, bro. Reading comments, applying, and drawing with the two. It's the magic of the operation. It's the magic of the operation, indeed. Yo, thank you too, Arctic. Let me shake my little buddies and some more. Yeah, I'm not like the type of person to say I'm seeing the vision. The vision is to be seen. He's coming together slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. It's looking like a frog for Shubitably. He's coming together. You gotta trust his little leg. The process gotta process, man. Indeed. A gecko. No, but you're closer than what you probably believe. Not selling insurance over here. How do you genuinely do this, bro? I was telling the last person, it's trial and error. The more that you do, the more that you learn. Just don't stop. Head is a little bit too big to be a frog. You think so? You think so? You should be famous. You give. I appreciate it too, R. For suitably indeed, man. We're not pushing car insurance over here, bro. You said gecko. Every time, dude, how did they do that? That's like Coke with the polar bear. How did they make a whole animal their brand? I'm 16 and still believe in Santa. That's what's up, bro. Don't let the flame die, as Plankton said, bro, I guess. Don't let the flame fade. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really. My cat is watching too and is amazed. He's witnessing the magic. Chester's locked. He said, what the heck is going on? He said, I didn't know y'all could do that. The humans, he said, all right, he trying to get some catnip, man. He said, maybe if I watch. Cleaning them cookies and milk out. You do you, bro, facts. Somebody Annabelle gonna get him. Annabelle gonna get him, bro. You gonna be all right. Matter of fact, man, it sounded to me like you want Annabelle for Christmas, bro. We need to get this man we need to get this man a authentic Annabelle who's typing in the background. Nah, bro, I'm over here. I'm telling you, man, it's an operation. How did you learn you have this kind of talent? You got lots and lots of drawing. I broke my TV. You gotta get the revive on it, bro. You gotta revive it, bring it back to life. You gotta get a make it for your TV, man. It didn't deserve whatever you did to it. Insta revive. You broke your tum-tum. What'd you eat, some Taco Bell? I like how we just have like a universal understanding. It's definition of flow state. Man, with these, you learn the more as time goes on. Indeed. I wanna put a sloth on her, man, but I was considering maybe doing like another big cat. How old are you? No weird stuff. I'm 21. No, I ate Arby's. Oh my gosh. Why did you what drove you to do that? What drove you? You know, y'all know how I feel about Arby's, man. What drove you to do that? I hit my toe in the door. You gotta get it together, bro. Why would you consume Arby's? Bellissimo, yo, what's up, man? I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't know what that means, but indubitably. Indubitably, indeed. All right, I got another one. I got another one. You gotta see the vision. A pigeon. But I have something else I want to put on here. Here's these guys, though. Here's these guys, for sure. Here's these guys. A pigeon. I don't know, man. I just wanted to feel something. You can feel something doing a million different things, man. But that's Arby's. I can't believe it, man. I like birds. Air Rat, 21's young gift. Thank you. Man, y'all know how I feel about Arby's and the J slur here, man. I just can't believe y'all continue to just propagate that in the chat. Arby's and the J slur and the Unk slur. I'm growing to recognize what's going on though. Nah, Unk. Quick change in subjects since we talked about favorite cereals. What about ice cream flavors? Ice cream, I'm a simple guy, man. I like simple things. I've been consuming cookies and cream ice cream. Or no, wait. Yeah, cookies and cream, the flavor. I've been eating that like for as long as I've even been sentient, bro. I'm a simple man. Simplicity is the key. J slur, Jason, what is that? The job slur. Is there an artist you use for inspiration or look up to? Less of a singular artist, but I've seen like a lot of things in the past, and I've seen people that make these really, really crazy. I do scribble art, but I've seen people like really push it to a whole different level with multiple colors and stuff. I usually only use red and blue, but I've seen a lot of people just make crazy stuff with scribble art, and that's what I use more as like my inspiration with these. Do you draw without reference sometimes, or no, man? Usually, I'm always using references, especially when it comes to nature and wildlife pages. Like with stuff like this, I'm using references 99% of the time. Jason, I drew another Jason earlier. Thoughts on Red Hood, aka Jason Todd? I don't dislike him, but I'm not as like he's one of the Robins, right? Wasn't he in the Batman Arkham Knight, or am I thinking of somebody else? Jason Todd, Boa or Anaconda, scribble art that makes sense. Yeah, I look like a lot of stuff. I look into a lot of stuff with that. What really pulled me towards making art again in general, though, I will make these really, really intricate line pictures, like with my omnilinear abstract art. But I've seen people making these like hyper realistic portraits on Instagram. I don't think that I'm really interested in making hyper realistic stuff. But if I were to ever go in that direction, I think it's cool to see. I like the rawness of these with the scribbles and stuff. You think it's a sloth? Maybe. This is a harpy eagle. Just a messenger. Sloth is crazy. I don't know where you would get that from. It's panda, maybe. You make so much money with this. Thank you. I might be remembering wrong, but I believe sloths can swim pretty well. They can. I didn't know that at first. I went down a rabbit hole with them one day. Not literally in real life, but they can swim. They can swim and they be climbing up on stuff. I seen this video of this dude he was on a speedboat, and I guess he sat there and like found one in the water, and the little sloth he just couldn't believe how fast he was moving. Like he was moving in a whole different time axis. They move so slow. I'm naming little buddy Bob. Bob is interesting, like short for Robert, or just literally just Bob as in first name Bob. That's interesting. How long have you been drawn like this way? And do I do all these animals from memory? No, I'm looking at reference pictures for these. I have a lot of references. A lot of references, indeed. I don't really have a photographic memory. I get that question a lot too. I wish. And Flash from Zootopia, was that dude's name? How did it take you to finish the longest piece of art? Probably like maybe like 3-ish hours. But it was one of these. It was one of these like the tail pages though. And he has to be Bob. He'll be known as Bob. First name Bob. All right, Bob it is. I normally don't name these. It's one of the first. And how you know how to balance out the two? You get a feel for it the more that you do. I don't really think about it too much anymore. You can't really overthink it, because if I stop and think like, all right, blue, red, blue, red, blue, it doesn't. You can't overthink it. You get a feel for it. I know that seems generic, but you start and you keep at it. You keep at it, bro. Just don't stop. It seems counterintuitive and it seems like generic, but I'm telling you, that's how you learn. And how did you learn? You experimenting. How do you make it to where the pen doesn't draw bold lines? It still does draw bold lines, but it comes down to pen pressure. Like, you can still get some very distinct lines if you press down hard enough. But I don't really press down that hard whenever I'm doing these. Not anymore. Sometimes I will. Sometimes the ink will leak. There's different factors that go into it. But just watch how hard you press down with it. And that's how I go about these most of the time. What are you even drawing? This one is you wouldn't believe me if I told you. It's definitely a orca. This one is an orca, bro. You sound exactly like my manager. He's 22. Y'all have different talents, but your mannerisms. I don't know, man. You know, the world is a small place. You never know. A sloth, just scribbling. Yeah, man, this is an orca. It's a sloth. A sloth. A sloth? It's crazy. I don't even know where y'all would get that from. That's just propaganda. It's just, I don't even know what's going on anymore. You sound like you chew gum. Not usually, but I mean every now and again, yeah. It isn't like one of my like more regular. How's your day? There's good alternatives to it, basically. Do you have autism? No, not that I know of. My day was pretty smooth, man. I get that question a lot too. The big tism. The big tism, indeed. Yo, what's up, Liv? We all got the risk, bruh. What does that mean? We all got the risk? The tism, bruh. Wait a minute, man. That's a strong word, man. You know, that's a lot to put on a man, bro. That's a lot to put on somebody's plate, man. You gotta slow down. Big tism. What is your favorite thing to draw? That is a good question. Sometimes I do anime drawings. Sometimes I do nature. It depends. My answer is always changing, but I'll have other days where I don't really even want to draw in form like this. I just want to mess around with lines, and that's my omnilinear stuff. It depends on the day, though. Harpy Eagle. You fade it right now? No. What's the point of the two? It is for that depth. For the depth of the page. And it was another question too I seen. What was the crackling sound? That's a secret too. It's a secret indeed. This is fire gang, keep it up. Were you always ambidextrous? Yeah, I'm more of a right-handed person overall, but I've always been able to write with my left. I spent most of my life using my right though. I lead a lot of these with my left. Funnily enough, but it was your brain cells are struggling. What does that mean? Your brain. I seen a Harpy Eagle too. That's what it was. Jolly good show. This is AI. No, this is not AI. This is not an AI experience, bro. Dang, man. An AI? Artificial. You trying to accuse me of being an artificial intelligence? AI is a compliment. Hey, yo, these days, man, them droid accusations, man, it goes a long way. Trying to keep me being an android. That's almost as crazy as the unk slur that be getting thrown around soldiers in this chat. Y'all calm down with it, man. We growing as a community, man. The unk slur, the J slur, the bad AI move. Your hands move like a robot. All right, bro. You trying to, yo, what are we doing here? Where are we going with this? These AI claims, artificial, you trying to keep me being a droid. Not a drone, bro. He said, bad AI, bad. AI this, AI that, man. Where we going? Trying to keep me being an android. I don't know how I feel about that, man. That ain't too smooth. That ain't too cool. How did you learn this? You gotta not download the latest patch, bro. Would there be a day you tell me about what that noise is in the background? Yeah, sooner than later. How you know this was an orca? See, you seeing the vision. It is an orca, bro. Finally. Everybody says it's a sloth, and you say orca. Exactly. It is an orca. I wanted to just add on to some more ocean life here, man. You gotta catch him when he's locked in. Nah, don't be trying to drop the methods and the strats, because y'all be trying to ask me questions that I might not answer normally. I had somebody set me up the other day. I had somebody like finesse me into like accidentally saying what I was drawing. He asked me like a real indirect question. I said, I don't know, bro. He was crafty with it, man. It's true, and you know it. Yeah, don't be trying to drop the tactics and the methods, the psychological blueprints, man. That's forbidden. It's forbidden. Is it a sloth? No, it's an orca. I was doing like a lot of ocean life. Have a great rest of your day, every time. Yo, thank you too, Jet. Same to you, man. Indeed. Indeed. Wait, what? What is the difference between a sloth and an orca? Basically, you know, they both be swimming a lot, and yes, the difference. One lives in the trees and one lives in the ocean, but they got the same vibe, so it's all right. Yo, what's up, DJ? They both just be outside, man, just living life. Just be living life to the fullest. I seen one riding on a speedboat, but I can't tell you which one. It's strictly forbidden. And is this one grabbing onto the reef? Yeah. He's just vibing, man. He's just living life to the fullest. I can't knock this man's hustle, bro. He's breaking the fourth wall. Like, look at this. He's extending his arm out. He got like the perfect hook. Look at this. He has like the perfect like ability to reach out and grab this. Definitely not a macaw. Do you do realism? Usually no. Usually not normally. Realism is a direction I don't normally go in with these. I tend to kind of stay more in the scribbly sketch lane. I'm not very interested in making stuff that's overly perfected and overly sharp. You know what I mean? Not really. Does that mean that I won't never eventually? But I mean, my answer might change in the future, but I'm not very interested in it. And so I can ship you a whole company pen. You drawing these fast too? So we drawing zoo animals. Nah. That's stuff that like live in the rainforest, bro. Stuff that lives more in the rainforest. That's what I was going for here. We doing exotic animals. Something like that. Please help. I don't even know what's going on. Yeah, thank you for the rose too, Amon. Thank you. Besides the orca, of course. I had something else I wanted to put on here. I gotta find like a good reference for Buddy. Let me see. I gotta get a good face reference down for the next one I want to do. I don't know if I'm gonna do a full body picture, but just one where you could still tell what bro is. That's the main goal. Your parrot is amazing. Yo, brother, stop spamming. Stop spamming. Stop spamming. Brother. Alright, man. Okay. Do a Python. Draw me for a galaxy? No. I think that I wanna do something else, bro. I might have said it. I might have said it on accident, but you gotta act like I didn't hear it, alright? I need you to act like you didn't hear what. I need you to act like. Oh, I gotta act like I might have said it. I might have said it, not even thinking about it. Yo, if you heard it, no, you didn't. All right. If you heard it, no, you did not. Don't worry, I have the memory of a fly. All right, all good. We on the same page then. We're on the same page. All right, hang on. I gotta focus up indubitably. Draw a snake. Maybe. Maybe. The real question is, do I even have enough space to get this on right here? That's always the interesting part about doing stuff like this on here. Getting the space down. You know, you want to get the life down or whatever it is that you want to do. But I want the outcome to be a certain way too. You got rain sounds playing? That is a secret. Beaver? No. That's not a bad guess though. I don't think beavers live in the rainforest. And how long does it take? Man, these can take me anywhere from like 1 to 3 hours, bro. It depends on how fast I'm moving. Sometimes I will slow way down and my output might not be as like fast and instant. But yeah, man, it depends a lot on the day. Depends a lot on the day. Like, I'm about to ask 3 minutes per drawing. These could take me anywhere. I had this one page I did like a little minute ago, and it was like a lot more themed around like an old church. Think like it had more like a gothic vibe to it. I did like an angel statue and like a lot of elements of what you think you would see in an abandoned church or something. I love that one a lot. It's been a while since I made something like that, but every now and again I'll do different themes with that kind of stuff in it. But yeah, my answer's always changing. Did you post it? Yeah, it's a little bit older. You have to scroll back for it, but it is. A lot of what I make over here, I turn it into time lapses. Most of it, like I say, cool, 99% of the stuff I do over here, I make into time lapses. You think it's a jaguar? And what about landscapes? Usually, no. Not too big on landscapes, but I've been recently, man. I've been kind of incorporating more buildings and stuff into my drawings. Like I did like a log cabin the other day. It was that, and it was also it was log cabins and just some more cars. I don't really do. You said leopard or a jaguar. Maybe. Once I add in bros designs. What's the hardest piece you've ever made? The thing that kind of challenges me the most. For one, sometimes I've done foxes and wolves, but sometimes like getting the angle to where it looks sharp. Sometimes I kind of struggle with that, but something else I have like a hard time with too is faces. Faces in my pen. The way that I can kind of hop on here and do these, I'm still kind of like trying to get faces down. Black Cayman, this is a gator, isn't it? Alpha Dude was the most challenging, don't even lie. But even that character too, you know, funnily enough, he was pretty challenging because drawing that character on a motorcycle, I did it, but it wasn't easy. It was experimenting for sure. Definitely. I had that page I made a couple nights ago too, where it was the night dude on the night dude on the horse. That was pretty challenging too. I mean, a lot of the stuff that I be trying to draw up is challenging. It just getting the angles right it can be a little bit rough. But once you're comfortable with it, it gets better with time. You said, oh, that's a kitty face? I don't know if it's the one you want to pet, but maybe. I think this would be like alarm bells if you're out in the jungle, man, and you seen this, you might be cooked. Got a unique drawing style. Did you ever post the Alpha Dude? I did, but it's a little bit older. And I believe the page was like wolf faces or something. A jaguar, maybe. When I posted it up, it was like I drew him. I drew him up with like a lot of different wolves. I'll find him, lion or a leopard. Yeah, let me know. What do you see? Not going on the hunt though. It's crazy. I'm trying to shape him, bro's like jawline. Getting the shape of his cranium. A big cat. You think he's gonna be a cat this time? How did you find you can do this? Lots and lots of experimenting. I see a jaguar, no question. You think it's a jaguar? Imagine like I like flip this into like a house cat or something. I feel like this is beyond being a house cat though. I think the house cats, their features are a little bit softer. Going from house cat to jaguar is crazy. But for a little minute, man, I'll say this, like I'll admit to this. I thought that like huskies and wolves were the same size, but side by side, wolves make huskies look all soft and tiny. Wolves are big. Female lion is a boxer. Blinked and there is a feline on the screen is what I mean by cat. Have you done one where you don't lift the pen? I don't think so. Not recently. How do you read chat while drawing? Well, my phone is kind of in front of me and I have the chat on the left. I have two different ways I can kind of like peep what's going on with the chat. So I'm always shifting my attention around. It's a whale. Nah. At first I was like, well, yeah, but nah. This one is a feline. He's a little cat, bro. But not like a house cat. I seen this story of this dude in New York, and he had, I know you can text without looking at the keyboard. It depends on the day. It depends. Sometimes I'm at a flow state, probably. But other times, sometimes it doesn't really make sense. It was a dude in New York, and he had tigers in his apartment for some reason. People just be doing stuff. People just be having hobbies, man. I don't know if I'd ever go as far as having a tiger. But, you know, for the love of the game, I suppose. For the love. Is the left more like line work and right is like blending and shadowing? I'm going to be honest, like, I don't even be thinking about it in like that technical sense. I see a page that I like and I'll try to, or a picture that I like, and I'll try to really get it down. Thank you for the heart, me too. You don't have a name on my screen. I appreciate it, man. You're looking for like a logical response, but with these, I try to bring it to life and shape it all in. And have you ever done portraits? Not in like a formal way. I mean, every now and again, I might do like a person drawing, but not really recently. I usually tend to stay more around animals, wildlife, and maybe anime characters. It just depends though. I haven't really like jumped or branched out to people like that. Not recently, at least. Is that an emo or an emu? No. I feel like you could draw a person well if you can do animals like this. You would think it would translate, but sometimes I have like a hard time with people. But like I said, I mean, it hasn't been that long, so once I do get it, I'll probably have more portraits, and maybe I'll do drawings to some of y'all eventually. Maybe not now. People trying to compare that. People trying to compare that dog to jaguar is like, no. But what's insane though? But look. People try to compare the two, but dogs are pretty dangerous too. I mean, are most dogs gonna get you and do real damage to you? No, but a dog can really get you too if it wanted to. You know? Are you looking at a picture? Yeah. Favorite fast food? Probably like I was spamming Chipotle for a while. Chipotle or McDonald's. And they said the thing got a bite force stronger than a wolf. It'll make your dog a snack. Yeah. It'll send your dog to the gulag, man. I be feeling like a dog could get you though. I'm not gonna sleep on dogs because look, some dogs they can get you good too. I be seeing them police videos and they be having the K9 units, the German Shepherds. Yeah, he's not a jaguar, but he can do a reasonable amount of damage to you. That K9 can get you good. Have you ever studied a rug and like connect the dots with the lines in the rug till it makes like a picture? No, I don't think that I have, man. Is that something that you've done? Vicious pit bull, yeah, pit too. Pits can get you good. I think pit bulls have really, really strong bite forces too. Bro, he said I have a working line German Shepherd, 100 pounds he's 100 pounds or so of muscle. That thing would murk him. I mean, but you compare it, man. I don't know if that's like a fair comparison, bro. It's two forces of nature. You got apex predator I don't know, man. He's kind of outclassed. It's like, of course, I don't know. I'm not going to downplay the German Shepherd, though, bro. I'm not about to, don't downplay that man, bro. Pitbull is about 235, 238, 300 max. That thing is like 1,300. Apex Predator versus House Dog is a no. But house dogs can definitely, if they can get you though if they want to. Really. Belgian Malinois, the Malinois. Thank you for the Heart Me Too, the Gator. Pitbull will stop the Shepherd. I've heard stories about pits. I know police be using German Shepherds, maybe some other dogs too. How about those the extra large bullies though? See, I don't know, but aren't bullies aren't they like an extension of the pit, or am I thinking of something else? The Malinois is small, but they're cool. He said, see, I don't know, man. I think that when it really comes down to it, the most dog that I've ever had was like a Shih Tzu, and they're tiny. They're stubborn, but they're small. Like anytime I be walking my dog when he was still living, like he gets stubborn, I just pick him up. But like with a German Shepherd, you can pick bro up, but it might be more of a task. Like he would kind of like decide, he'd be like, all right, we're not going that way. So he just used all his little strength, ground his arms, and he would ground his arms, and we're just not moving. Like if he don't want to walk, you just pick him up. But you're probably not gonna pick up a husky that's not cooperating. A cane corso is like 6 feet tall. Once their jaws lock, it's over. Yeah, you talking about the pits, right? Pits be yeah. And pits just got game because they've been bred to be aggressive. Yeah. At what age did I kind of find out that I was even ambidextrous? Well, I mean, I'm more predominantly a right-handed person overall, but I could kind of just write with my left. Like I never really had like a reason to, but it just was something that I could do. I never really thought to sit up and try to draw with it too. It was relatively recently that I even gave it a shot. But I spent a lot of time drawing with my right hand. I think I'm gonna draw on his body before I do the stripe patterns. Just add some of that stuff later on. So what kind of cat is this? One of the most dangerous ones you can see if you're unfortunate enough to see it out in the wild. Dangerous. Rhodesian Ridgeback. I don't even know what that is. That like a dog? I don't even know what that is. Lioness and the Parrot. I've been offering a Caucasian Shepherd. They got is that like a bite force? Stripe pattern, not the dots. He has like a combination of the two. It's like stripes and dots, and it's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on with Buddy. This is a Jaguar, though. Interesting K9s. Peak with wolves. Yeah, cats branched out. But look, though, I mean, did they really branch out or did they stay the same? I mean, a Jaguar isn't really that different. I mean, aside from size. But I think that like the funny thing about cats is you can't force a cat to do what a cat doesn't want to do. A cat's going to do a cat, you know? It's your B-Day. Put a hat on the leopard. I don't want to put a hat on, bro. Happy B-Day to you, man. Think about it. Jaguars, Panthers, Lions. Yeah. But look, they're stubborn. Like a cat, you cannot make a cat do what a cat doesn't want to do, bro. You could train a dog, but you will never see a cat cooperate with the police. Ever. Like there got to be some kind of interest for the cat. Like you can't, like you're not about to bribe a cat. K9s, do you do like lean? So let me think about that. You just said what it was. I know. I said I made it. Do you do you do lean to do certain angles or certain things left-handed, like for example, 8-ball pull? So most things I'll tend to use my left or my right more. I'm more of like a righty overall. Like with these, I kind of lead these with my left. A wolf has virtually no chance against any of the big days. I was thinking about cheetahs. They don't even. Yeah, cheetahs are literally big cats, man. They're not like they don't even really be trying to eat nobody for real. They just they got the hardware to be dangerous, but they're literally just oversized house cats, man. They be needing emotional support animals and everything. They got soft hands. But a tiger or something, you're done. A lion, you're done. They're gonna literally peel you like a banana or something, bro. You're cooked. You have like a very low chance of survival. Hang on. Somebody's playing on my books, man. Yo, 1 second. Some kind of little creature, bro. What was that? Just landed on my book. know what that was. All right, anyways. So that was crazy, yeah. Something just literally just landed. I don't even know where bro went. He just despawned. Like, what even was that? Oh, nah. Look, creature was me. Oh, I don't know what that was. Oh, nah. I come over here trying to draw the rainforest, not spawn the rainforest in my room. 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right. Anyways. See, I might have to send, I don't know where that man. How can we draw this way? Not trying to come off his ruin thing. I like the way that it looks over on these. Drop your follow. I appreciate it, man. Indeed, indeed. I'm gonna add some more into this man's. Okay, that's what I was doing before. Before I got distracted. Before I got. He said, "Unc, I'm demanding bedtime stories before I run to your bath." Nah, definitely not. It's not like a ransom hostage situation, bro. What's really going on? Indeed, indeed. I'm sketching like the back part of this jaguar's leg. I know at first I wasn't really admitting what he was, but I wanted to kind of get the shape of his body down. But he has like a texture on his back. But yeah, this is literally beyond. This is definitely beyond a little house cat or something. It's genuinely insane. I gotta make sure everything is still up and going. Make sure this looks the right way. Make sure this looks. Indubitably, indeed, indeed. The Bengal tiger will be cool. Where are you located? I'm in Louisville. And now for... I'm kind of get like this man some more texture behind him. This one is a jaguar though. I was trying to really... I didn't immediately say it. Just to like clear the confusion. Do Bengal tigers, they live in the rainforest too? Or is that like something else that's kind of... That's a little bit out there? Almost Siberian, but Bengals do. It's a tiger, you say? I'm about to see. I'm not gonna promise it for right now, but maybe. Bengal. Give him like a little bit of something to be standing up on. Looks like the Siberian, but it's slightly lighter. And it's like 550 instead of 700. I see one of the other ones, please. Why was I thinking? We apologize for the technical difficulties. We'll be back soon with the pause. Oh, with the, I had something land on my paper. I don't know what that was. I was trying to figure out where bro went, but hey, dude just despawned. whatever that was, that was too big, man. Dude had to go. I don't even know where bro went. I feel like sometimes if it's like a little something. I think it was the light. For some reason, when I be in my room in the dark, I'll kind of have like my AC running and it pulls stuff from the outside in. And when I turn the light off and all you see is my ring light, it said dudes hiding somewhere plotting and scheming. I'm telling you. I don't know if like the camera even picked up on it, but it was some kind of, I don't even know what it was. Something was just crawling on my paper. I'm over here manifesting the jungle with the jungle vibes on the paper, the rainforest. When I was trying to sketch in the rainforest, now I spotted in on the paper. Indeed, indeed. He's plotting and scheming. He in the lab right now getting ready. No, seriously, plotting. Y'all think Uncut's hallucinating? No tunes. No. I played music when I first started streaming on here, but I didn't like it because it was just, I was using it to fill up the space. Like if I'm not gonna talk, we can just kind of ride out the silence of the ambient noise. I kind of became dependent on the music, and I'm just like, I don't really want to have that dependency. See, now y'all saying dude's about to like make his appearance again, bro. Some kind of little something. I don't know if it was like a beetle or what, or a little fly. I don't know. Creature. Some kind of little creature. Some kind, indeed, indeed. The background noise with the conversation is better, to be honest. Well, like, I just favorite artist. What you mean? You mean like music-wise or art-wise? And I think that it makes for a better just viewing experience because, like I said, sometimes I want the focus to just be more the paper itself instead of like, oh, I need my music to stream. And it's times where, like, say my internet stops working, I can still draw if I want to without having the loss of music. I'm not even knocking anybody that uses it still, you know. I just personally. I ain't trying to knock nobody. Let me just give like little buddy some whiskers. I think I want to put some kind of like maybe chimpanzee or something. They live in the rainforest too, or a silverback face. Here's what I got so far. I'm addicted to the music. I mean, but like if you can use it to where it makes you more efficient or productive, that's cool too. But I feel like I was using it as like an anchor or something. Like I needed it to. I don't want to feel like I need it to function artistically. Like I don't like that. I mean, I guess you could argue the noise in the background it's the same, but I think it's different. I think it's different. Here's everyone out here. Here's everyone so far. Got a sloth, a parrot, a toucan, both the music and the art. The art, like the music is cool. Oh, you saying in general? Artistically speaking, it's less of like a singular person, but I like the rawness of the scribble styles. Like whenever somebody asked me about, it was a similar question that I received even earlier. It was why I tend to kind of make stuff that's more scribbly. I like the rawness of these, even though it's not like 100% perfectly. You know, it might not be perfectly centered. Even with the features, it might not be the most exact. Do that with everything though. If you're used to hitting the gym with the playlist, try it without it sometimes. I mean, but you know what I'm saying? Though? Like it's like it becomes a crutch. I don't like the idea. It's like I have like the dependency, man. It's like, goodness, this is cooked. You said elephant, or you're addicted and proud. I mean, music is a great thing. It has the ability to influence your state, and that's crazy to me. Can literally, but I mean, I respect the vision. And have you ever done any 3D art? Sometimes these can kind of get to the point where they're more 3D looking. But I haven't made some. You mean like maybe like on a computer or something, or you mean just 3D in general? I had some kind of other animal I want to put on here. Let me close some of these tabs. That way stuff don't blow up or nothing, man. Hang on. I'm out for this time. Like sculpting. I haven't really done any like true sculpting. Literally 3D. Like, you mean, okay, I got you. But no, the most that I've probably done 3D wise is with these angles and shapes that be on these kinds of pages. I'm not saying I would never come back to the idea though. You know, I don't really know what the future holds. I'm still kind of new to just pushing the boundary with these or mixed media. Don't let the Burger King foot lettuce near you. Burger King foot lettuce is insane. Genuinely. But no, I haven't really messed around too much with sculpting or even 3D printing or anything. I think it's a cool medium though. But I'm big on the idea of a lot of I'm big on simplicity. Yo, thank you for the dual pencil. I appreciate it, Best Games. Take it easy, man. It has been real indeed. I'm big on the idea of less being more. And I'm okay with kind of the simplicity of my pens, basically. I could very easily turn a new leaf, though, man, and move away from the pens. I guess I gotta see. I doubt. I don't really see that happening, but if it does, I'll see. I'll see. Very cool. Thank you. You be like sculpting or something? Is that why you had mentioned, or you were just kind of asking in general? 3D printing seems complicated. It does, in the way that I see the machine works. I remember whenever I was in like middle school, I had a teacher that had one. Oh, like now music artist. When it comes to music, I've had like times like I went really hard in listening to Playboi Carti, but I haven't really been as tapped in as I once was. That's probably like the person that I probably like, maybe Uzi or somebody. But as of recent, like I said, I haven't really been as tapped in. I think it's cool coming across different audios on here. I mean, whether it be different genres or, you know, you never really know what you're going to see. I studied fine art and had a focus on ceramics and sculpture. So you kind of like already know you be sculpting and dealing with that stuff too. That's what's up too. You showed up on my For You page thrice, not twice, but 3 times. It's crazy too. Yeah, I want to say when I was in community college, there was some kind of sculpting room next door or something. But I didn't really get involved with it. I didn't really sculpt like that. I think it's a cool idea though. Like the idea, like I've seen some of those older sculptures, like some of the older, I think it's like Renaissance art and stuff. They would make sculptures and things, and they last a very long time, even with those paintings and stuff too. Yeah, but 3 times you can't escape. The algorithm is trying to tell you without telling you. It's like, all right, man. I'm gonna just suggest this to you, man. Suggestion. You can't escape. You can't escape. It's definitely a sign. It's definitely. Oh, there it is. There it is again. It's like, brother, you not laying on my paper, brother. I don't even know what little dude is. I knew he was plotting somewhere. I knew it. Give me 1 second. I knew it. Bro, it's been neutralized, bro. Photography interest or nah? Not. I think the pictures are cool. Whenever I'm going about doing these, he said, "Oh, what was that?" I don't even know, but bro had to go. It was too big. I have no idea. I knew he was plotting somewhere. He was trying to the light. But yeah, photography. I think I like pictures a lot. I don't really take any of my own, but whenever I'm going about these and looking for references and stuff, he said we got a hand reveal, y'all. Not the hand reveal, but I use a lot of pictures whenever I'm drawing these in, like references and stuff. I think that a good reference can really make or break these. Do you like chocolate cereal? Yes, I mean, I haven't had it in a long time, but it's all right from what I remember. We were talking about, it was chocolate crisp earlier or something like that. You got to take a trip to the rainforest, take pics, and then draw it. You got to draw them. No, literally. The way that I be drawing up nature and stuff anyway, it might really be on the cards. That's going to be some side quest stuff. Maybe doing like a stream from literally inside the rainforest. I couldn't imagine what that would look like, especially at nighttime though. I mean, whatever just flew across my screen right then and there. He said, I couldn't imagine what's gonna be out there attracted to the light. Or attracted to the light in the night of the rainforest. Hang on, yo, I gotta get somebody going. One moment. Alright, but yeah. I mean, I think that's a lot, man. Creatures. Bugs. Indubitably, indeed. I'm drawing some more of this man's leg space. By the way, I don't think that I originally even said what this one was going to be, but this one is indeed a harpy eagle. I believe they're the biggest eagles that are even alive to this day, but they live in the rainforest too. I forgot about your foot stab wound. It just happened to, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Cold baths or hot baths? Cold bathing is crazy. That's got to be psychological. There's something going on with that, man. Cold. I know people be doing the cold plunges and stuff. That's what it reminds me of. I haven't really reached that level of focus though to be doing cold plunges, man. Is that what you be doing? 10 minutes of low quality content. Such as, wait, what happened? Let me get this focus up. Yo, is this seeming like laggy or something? Is everything like, does it all look clear on y'all's end? Does it seem laggy? Can y'all still hear me like loud and clear and stuff? Okay, no lag, okay. Cool then. Okay, I was gonna say, I got like it told me that it was like low quality. Art isn't everything. Music, writing, drawing, sculpting, painting, photography, pottery, and so much. It is. I mean, it is. I mean, even think though, like with a lot of the older paintings and stuff that still are prevalent. That stuff was made a long time ago, and it's still held to a very high regard today. Whole museums and stuff. Kind of get this to focus up some more. You said we don't even have hot water. You gotta spawn it in, man. You gotta spawn it in, indeed. Uncle, lend me your hot water. You gotta spawn some in. Cold plunge. I'm thinking you said like cold as in cold plunge. Ours, it is. I think it absolutely is necessary. Now for this one is a harpy eagle, by the way, y'all. Indubitably, indeed. Now, yeah, this one, he got like his own. This man's over at oil farming in the corner. I don't know if I've ever done like a full body of a harpy eagle before. Jolly good show, for shubitably. Indeed. Indubitably, indeed. Jolly good show. Now for his tail feathers. I saw it? Yeah, he's coming together. You said you be seeing all, do you? Indeed. Now, okay, yeah, no, okay. For his tail. Now for Buddy's tail. I see I'll include my hands. Gotta go. Nice talking night. Take it easy. Hey, take it easy, B. It has been real. And until next time, for Shubitably, indeed, indeed. Now for this man's. I'm gonna give him like a branch to be standing up on. To me, that's what's gonna really bring this one together. Some people boil water for the bath. It's enough though. Whatever you gotta do, you know. Whatever must be done, indubitably, indeed, indeed. I'm gonna give the harpy eagle some more like branches and stuff around him. This is what I was thinking. I like added some layers to his tail. Here's for this page though, y'all. I think this is gonna be where I call it. Here's for the rainforest theme. I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me on this one. And I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. And yeah, man, until next time, indeed, indeed. I take it easy. He said there's benefits to cold shower. I think there is too. Like, it's good for your body or something. But I'm gonna see y'all when I see